You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
Welcome all and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it. Pittsburgh 2026, the NFL draft is here. Day one, the first pick is about to come off the board shortly, I believe. Hopefully they don't leave us hanging for too long. We will have the draft tracker going live through the NFL feed very shortly once the picks get into it. But DFAB, mate, you're looking ready like you're about to get called up to the stage yourself. Not in Pittsburgh, I presume, but how are you feeling as we roll into the first round?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, good. I'm not mad that I'm working from home today. I'm getting as much done as I can. To those watching at the moment, I will sporadically be muted throughout the day, fielding phone calls and all that kind of stuff, doing my best to still be a functional member of my workplace. But mate, I couldn't miss today. It's just, this is one of the biggest days in the NFL calendar, so I'm very excited. And it feels like this first round is really building towards being a really entertaining one. Again, knowing the way the NFL works, it may very quickly not become that, but there's just so many potential moves. It's really hard to read where teams are going to go. So I'm excited to see how this one plays out.
Hopefully it's a banger. I'm hoping for the most chaos as possible. There's been some early talks. George Pickens potentially on the trade block after now signing his franchise tag. The Cowboys can wheel and deal him as they please. So he could be, maybe from that pick 20 onwards, a team could be shipping him off to bring him on board. So it's going to be plenty of action. Yeah. We will only just be live streaming today for day one, as we mentioned on the earlier show this week. Anzac Day festivities and honours going on tomorrow, so we will be missing tomorrow. But early next week, we'll be live with our reactions vid to cover all of the 3 days of the NFL draft, all 262 picks. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. DFAB. How are you feeling? Because I know with your Broncos, you guys don't have a first-round pick at the moment.
Correct.
So do you think, is there any possibility you guys might move up? Do you still have your second-round pick?
I don't think so. Yeah, I believe we've got our second round. Yeah, I don't see us trying to pick. I feel like we're pretty well balanced at the moment. I think we're just going to, we may trade it out. We may just try to pick up a developmental prospect, maybe bolster the defense. It feels like we're in a pretty good spot at the moment. I think our line's kind of aging a little bit as well. I could be way wrong here, but I feel like our line's aging, so it'd be smart for us to pick up some O-linemen if we can. Maybe like an inside guard in the second round or something. But yeah, it's nice as I can kind of... the hell? I can kind of come in as an impartial today. There's nothing I'm too focused on for myself. I can just kind of watch and look at it purely through a fantasy lens and not get distracted by my own team and what I think is going to make sense for us, which is nice. What about you, mate? How are you feeling? It could be a big draft for you, right?
Could be a big draft. There has been some talks, maybe the Bills trading back into that second round, because a lot of the analysts over covering the NFL, they think from about the top 20 picks, it's pretty top heavy, and there is a bit of a gap overall in this year's class. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. But I think the biggest question that we're facing today is the Jeremiah Love sweepstakes. Does he go as early as 3? Does the team trade up for him? Do the Giants take him and just absolutely nuke Cam Scatterbo shares and hurt us all in the fantasy realm? But how do you kind of feel about Jeremiah Love? Do you have a place that you just absolutely love for him to land today, or is it all up in the air?
This isn't a very popular answer. I kind of want to see the Giants go crazy on weapons, and I'd love to see Jeremiah Love and whichever of the top 4 wide receivers are still available. I'd love to see both of them go in the top 10 and give Jackson Dart as many weapons as possible. I really do like Scat, and I love the back and forth that him and Dart have. There's some real chemistry there, but Jeremiah Love is he's something different. So I'd love to see how they can build around those two. What about yourself?
Yeah, well, Giants, it wouldn't be bad because I've got plenty of Jackson Dart shares, but I think just as a pure best fantasy impact that doesn't impact any other players, and I know we've chatted about this previously, but him going to the Commanders, if he does fall to 7, would just be a match made in heaven. Him with Jaden Daniels, again, rushing quarterback similar to the Giants, it's just going to open up so many holes, and he's just going to come at the gate swinging. They've only got, I think, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt there. Rashad White signed on for a 1-year deal, so he'd step into the bull share straight out the gate to kick off the season. I think that's going to, just feed some families for us. But it's going to be chaotic, DFAB. And, this class, everybody's projecting plenty of wide receivers to go in the first round. I had a look at the over and unders over on the bookies this morning, and there's over and unders set at 5.5 wide receivers in the first round. So it's going to be plenty of talent. Could it be Carnell Tate going first? Jordan Tyson? How are you sitting in the wide receiver pool at the moment on that?
You're asking tough questions now. I really don't know. I feel like Carnell Tate's probably the best, the best available. He feels like I guess he's the most prototypically like alpha style wide receiver. But I mean, Jordan Tyson is an absolute stud. 6'2", 203. He's probably a little bit bigger, so he fits more what I like to look for in a target X wide receiver. I don't know. I've been up and down with it. I feel like if we can get Mekhi Lemon to the Rams, he's still going to be my favorite. But I genuinely think that of those top 4 wide receivers, I'm not thinking purely through a fantasy lens. Of those top 4, throw a dart at the dartboard, and any of them could be the top option next year. It's just really going to depend where they land in the draft, which is why I'm so keen to see what happens today. I'm on that, just noticing that there's already been 3 minutes pass on the pick clock from the Raiders, and I'm just starting to think surely they don't not take Mendoza, right?
You really
there's a world where they don't, right? There's a world where they don't. They've just paid Kirk Cousins. There's a world where they don't.
They could get an absolute haul. Do the Jets kind of move up? I mean, the Cardinals could possibly move up and send an absolute bounty for Mendoza, but surely not. That would be. I mean, I'm all about it for the chaos, like I mentioned at the start. If somehow Mendoza doesn't end up at the Raiders, this would probably be the craziest start to a draft that we've seen in a couple of years, because everybody's been penciling in. I think the bookies had him at like $1.04 or something like that to go to the Raiders for the last 6 months, it seems. He's the most pro-ready. He's definitely going to be the only – I won't say definitely, but in terms of quarterbacks drafted in the first round, it's really Mendoza. Maybe Ty Simpson comes in at the back end of the first. But I can see here, because I can't share KO up on the screen, but I can see the Raiders coaches, the general managers all in the room. They're all happy. Mendoza's up here on the clock now. You think they're about to turn this pick in, and it'll be a certainty to be Mendoza. But how do you feel about the situation, DFAB, with Mendoza going into Las Vegas? I mean, of past years, we had first-round picks not going to the most favourable spots. Bryce Young, off memory, probably had it pretty tough. But this spot with Mendoza going, with new offensive mind, Clint Kubiak, one of the top 3 centers in the league in Linderbaum, and he's got Brock Bowers there and Genti to kick off his career.
Yeah, the Raiders are building. I feel like they're. I heard a stat the other day, something along the lines of first round quarterbacks taken in the last 15 years. It's like 65% of them or 70% of them are over 500 within 3 years of their. Within the day of them being drafted. So it's the right idea. The Raiders just don't need to overthink this. Just take what they can get. For those that are watching at the moment, he's 6'4", basically 6'5", 235. He's a big presence. He's accurate. He's good. Something I wasn't aware of in the little ticker down the bottom there. He ran the most run pass option plays in college football last year, which is wild considering he's not really someone that's boosted up about his work on his legs. You normally out of the RPO, you're getting some sort of ability to break out of the pocket. That's a big, part of what's there. But my hope is that the Raiders just don't overthink this. They just get it done. I'll always second guess it unless my stream is lagging. I just need to see that they're not going to overthink this and just do the smart thing.
It looks like the pick is in. We're just waiting for them to slowly get this one out to us. But for Mendoza, there's been some comps to Jared Goff. His pocket presence is super good. And he's a big guy. I mean, he did run a little bit in college. He had that game-winning touchdown, or game-sealing touchdown, should I say, in the college finals college championships for the Hoosiers, which was great. But the pick's in.
Go.
Here comes the commish coming up now.
Jeez, is Roger Goodell the most hated commissioner in all the sports?
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's night and day with NBA. They love. Is that Adam Silver's in the NBA? They love him, but no, Goodell. Come on, call it in.
Mendoza.
There it is.
Good, very good. Well done, Raiders.
Okay,
Go Raiders. Go Raiders.
Just yet. Yeah, it's a good pickup. Yeah. Let's hope they can get a wide receiver in the second round to pair with him or bolster up that O-line. That's really going to be two areas of need for those guys to tackle in this draft. So
yeah.
Let's see.
No, that's really good. We needed that, and that's for anyone that's a Raiders fan. That's positive. That's what we hope to see. Just don't overthink it. It's because it seems like a very Raiders thing. If it was Cleveland, you'd know Cleveland would screw it up. But it's just that's the thing you wanted. You just wanted to see them do the right thing, do the smart thing, don't overthink it, bring in the guy that's got the ability of turning your franchise around, play the stats. It's a good result.
Yeah. And what's the chances that these guys are going to have a 101 again in the upcoming 5 years? It's not going to happen. Just take the locked and loaded number one prospect. They're going to be happy with it. Even better with Kirk Cousins there. There's still a bit of uncertainty at who's going to be starting out of the gate, but having old Kirko there, they're pretty much the same person, just probably 10 years difference in age. So
correct.
We'll see how it all plays out. But we do have the Jets.
It'll be a good apprenticeship.
Clock. Yeah, great apprenticeship. It's just going to go hand in hand. It's going to really suit Coobs' system there. But with the Jets,
who's your thought here?
I mean, it's really between Arvell Reese and David Bailey. I know a lot of people have been going back and forth. I have a feeling it might be David Bailey just being the number one pure edge rusher prospect in this class. Arvell Reese can really do a little bit of everything along that D line. So, how are you kind of feeling?
Yeah, I think it'll be Bailey or Reese. Yeah, I think they really need to bolster. They need to work on their pass rush. That's pretty clear. They got to bolster the edge. So I know the NFL.com has that as their biggest need, or QB and edge is their biggest need. I wouldn't worry about it. They'll surely pick up a wide receiver at some point in the draft. But I think right now, again, don't overthink it, Jets. Just Reese or Bailey. Reese is only a junior, so he's a year younger than. He's a year younger, and he had a pretty impressive combine. But either or.
Because there was even
I don't think you can get it wrong.
Yeah, when you're picking this high up, you can't really get it wrong. But it looks like these guys might be fielding some calls. I know there was whispers that the Saints and Chiefs were two teams that were trying to trade up to get one of these edge rushers. So we'll wait and see if Jets do pull the trigger on this pick, or if things do get spicy. But I mean, it's probably going to cost a lot for those guys to move up to 2. But
we
will see.
Absolutely,
because the Jets, they still do. I think they've got the 16th overall pick. I know the pick is in. No trade here for the Jets. We'll see how they start off this draft, along with the 16th pick, which they also hold this year. Let's see. Do we get a little surprise? I don't think so. And everybody tuning in along so far, thanks heaps for hanging out with us this morning. Hopefully, if you are working, good on you for sneaking it in while you're on the clock. If you've got any comments, make sure to throw them in the chat. We'll be answering them throughout the whole first round. I think this should go for about 3.5 hours or so to get through the whole 32 picks. Maybe a little bit longer if we are blessed with some trades here. But thanks heaps for joining in. The Cardinals are on the clock. And it looks like the Jets pick is about to be announced very shortly.
Yeah.
I might even flick it over to the tracker here.
Yeah, good shout.
Do I need to update this? There we go. So that's how it's looking so far. Mendoza locked in with their 101 overall. No surprise there. The Jets pick is in. Cardinals on the clock now. Cardinals have been rumored to be fielding this pick. They could be moving down. Maybe this is where Jeremiah Love goes now. That would be hectic to kick things off, but we'll just see how this all shakes out.
Would be a big move. Can see it happening, but I don't know if I think it's the right move.
Yeah, and it is David Bailey locked in there. Yeah. So the probably top pure edge rusher prospect off the board to the Jets. Pretty chalky pick there.
Again, when you're talking about the Jets, there's nothing that's chalk.
Yeah, that's true.
They have a habit of making horrible decisions. So I'm glad that not overthought it and just taken what they need.
Yeah. Well, they did bring in Geno Smith this year, so a lot of people talking, he got the Raiders the 101 pick last year. Do they bring him in and hopefully they get the 101 next year? But
I'll make a play for Archie.
Make a little play for Archie, yeah, because next year's class is going to be so loaded. So it's going to be good to see the comparison of this class compared to next year. But of course, a year out, anything can happen.
Again, similar to what we spoke about on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday morning in the pod? It's, again, way too early to call it, but early reports are next year there's going to be 2 generational talents. We've got Archie Manning and is it Jeremiah? Not Jeremiah. What's his name? I'm getting Jeremiah's name.
Jeremiah Smith, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was going to say it's Jeremiah as well. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah.
Who is from all accounts like a generational wide receiver prospect, right? So I can see why they would do that, but I don't know. I'll never support the tank approach.
Yeah.
Geno's been sufficient more than he hasn't been in the last 3 to 5 years. So I can also see the Jets being okay with Geno under center.
And to be fair, the Raiders O-line last year was probably, if not the worst, at least bottom 3. The Jets have a pretty serviceable O-line. It's pretty sneaky. They've invested in it in recent draft classes. A couple of first-round picks there, so in those key spots. So, it could surprise us having Geno. Let's hope for Garrett Wilson he can have a better year than what he has been recently. But anything can happen. Yeah. And then Cardinals are winding down this clock.
Yeah. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, they could be traded because I know that the Cardinals they would probably need to invest in that O-line a little bit more before they start getting a little bit too crazy on these skill position guys. They could trade back to the 6, 7, 8 range, pick up some more capital and lock up one of those top O-linemen in this class, or they could just swing for the fences. Arbor Reese is still there, of course. He's been projected there for a lot of the off-season. How are you kind of feeling, DFAB? Do you think these guys might shake it up with a trade, or do you think they just stick and pick?
I think they just need to take a pick here. I just don't know. I could so see a world where they take Jeremiah Love too.
Yeah,
because Connor's towards the back end of his career. Granted, I've been saying that for like 4 years now, so he's probably just going to keep playing. Trey Benson is just not what I thought he was. Like he's done.
Which is sad, right? Like we were pounding the table for Trey Benson last year. Injuries didn't help. James Conner went down. The kind of red carpet was rolled out, and then he just couldn't get on the field himself. And the implosion with the Cardinals last year too, with their coaching. But for this pick here, I'd love to see a trade up for Jeremiah Love.
Yeah,
honestly, I'd love to see a team just go all in and get keen. But I'm probably leaning more towards they just stick and pick, take Arbor Reese and move on.
Yeah. Who's your ideal landing spot for Jeremiah Love? I know you say you want to see a trade up, but like of the top 10, like there's 4 or 5. Like I know that a lot of people think it's going to be the Titans that take him. There's rumors about the Giants. For me personally, I hope he drops to 7 and the Commanders take him. I don't see it happening, but I think that would be best case scenario going to the Commanders. What's your hope?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. for the Commanders. I've got plenty of 101 shares in a lot of dynasty leagues. I think overall best value, best outcome for Jeremiah Love would just be plump straight into Washington, paired with Jaden Daniels. They've got a nice young offensive mind there, taking over as coordinator. And they've got a sneaky O-line too. Laramie Tunzel on that left tackle. It's just going to be a good situation, not a lot of competition, so he should hit the ground running. Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario. I mean, even Titans wouldn't be that bad in reality. So, what have we got here?
Well, the pick is especially
in. Okay,
if
picking.
The pick's in, especially if you believe in Cam Ward. Like the Titans isn't going to be a horrible one. Browns would be worst case scenario. Giants 100%. Would be great for football, just not as great for fantasy because it's murky.
Yeah.
But we've seen in the league how having a two-headed monster, having like a solid timeshare with two back styles that are relatively complementary to one another, how impactful that can be. And it's not just Gibbs and Montgomery that everyone thinks of in the short term. Think 7-8 years ago when we had Jerry Bernard and Jeremy Hill running out of the Bengals, they were phenomenal and honestly both good for fantasy as well. I'm always going to try to look at this through a fantasy lens, right? So there's definitely a world where they can both be impactful. They stay fresher, ideally stay healthier. The worst case scenario is you get what you got last year with Ken Walker and Charbonnet. But again, that was just frustrating for Walker owners. Charbonnet was okay. He was a flex spot guy. Touchdown upside, both were okay, depending on what you wanted from those players. So as long as it's not the Browns, I'm okay. I do think they're going to take... I think this will be Arvell Reese here. But, interested to see what they do.
Even if they did take Love, Cardinals wouldn't be a horrible spot. Of course, that quarterback situation is murky, but again, he's competing with Tyler Algier, a 30-year-old James Conner, Trey Benson that really hasn't done anything, so would not be horrible with the pick is in.
Bang, and there it is. Yep.
Jeremiah Love, wow, at the 103.
Damn.
That's the biggest surprise so far of the class, him going at 3. Cardinals, okay.
Shit.
Yeah, wow.
Well, he's the guy. Like he's the guy.
A lot of people think he's the number one talent in this class overall. For him to get to 3, they can see it as a bit of a value. And I mean, that's just going to support whatever quarterback they have in there for them next year. It's just going to make things a lot easier. Wow, honestly, not bad. I mean, look at those skill positions. Trey McBride, Jeremiah Love, Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
If he can, improve this year. Michael Wilson, who was a bit of a star at the back end of last year. So
it's so... Jeremiah Love walks in, he is the one. Like he's by far, he's the RB1 there. He's going to get the workload, but god damn, it's murky there. You got James Conner, who has been solid throughout his career. He's a great pass blocker. He's someone reliable. Tyler Algier, who we have spoken about for years as someone where if he got the keys, he'd be great. Again, probably lucky that Trey Benson fell off last year when he had the opportunity, just couldn't stay on. But there's 3, depending on who you are, maybe 4 capable running backs in that running back room. That's kind of scary. From an offensive standpoint overall, though, Jacoby now has an elite running back. He's got an elite wide receiver prospect in Marvin Harrison, Michael, Jerry Rice, Wilson, Trey McBride. Like, there's some fun players to go at on offense. So that'll be a fun offense for fantasy.
It really is. I mean,
and the defense ain't great, so the ball's going to have to zip.
Yeah. I just really can't get over. Yeah, that's awesome. New head coach coming in too. First time coach, Mike LaFleur coming out from that Sean McVay tree. It's going big. Swing for the absolute fences. And we've got a couple comments here. Archer Merckx, Reese lock here for the Titans. You'd really think so. Him dropping.
Yeah.
I know it's only a pick, but Rob Saleh, new head coach of the Titans, defensive-minded guy coming in and getting arguably a top 3 defensive pick off the board would be cheeky. We've got also Secko here who will be joining us after his meeting from work. He's doing what he can. He will be coming in after that. So glad to see Love go. That was Yeah, what a shock. I've just got my phone's blowing up.
It's going to say the group chats
awesome.
are going pretty crazy at the moment.
We love to see that. I mean, Titans, let's play devil's advocate here, DFAB. They could take a wide receiver. I mean, I'm not going to completely rule that out. I know Alvaro Reese is there. Yeah, I mean, it would not surprise me if they take a first wide receiver off the board to pair with Cam Ward. Maybe they look at doing that in round 2.
Yeah, well, I mean... Yeah. I'm kind of reeling at this one. That's... yeah, we all knew that Jeremiah Love was going to go early, but I didn't think it was going to be that early. And yeah, this could be Carnell Tate, because Calvin Ridley was really disappointing last year. Couldn't really stay on the park. He had, how many games did he play last year? He had
surely half of the season. Yeah.
Well, I say 3 because he only had 17. He had 17 receptions last year, so I assume it was not many. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He still played 7 games.
Surprising, honestly. I would have definitely lost money betting on the under in that one.
Oh, well, I had, well, I mean, he was one of my guys last year, so I was incredibly disappointed with Calvin Ridley. But if he can stay on the park, I don't mind the prospect of them picking up a Carnell Tate here. I feel like he's probably the best one that you'd want to pair with especially now they've got Wan'Dale Robinson. He's your slot guy, so that basically pulls out Makai Lemon because he's the closest thing to fall in that, right?
Very true.
Would you agree? Or do you think Makai Lemon's an outside guy?
I think he's a slot specialist, so you probably want to have him more in there. His yards per route run when he is moved outside is just as good, if not better, when he plays out of the slot.
Yeah.
But it really just depends on how these NFL teams view him and what they kind of think. I mean, for Wan'Dale Robinson, he's going to be playing out of the slot a fair amount for him. Maybe bringing him in, they just thought we don't need to attack wide receiver so early in this class. We'll see what they think with this pick as it is in for the Tennessee Titans. But it looks like they're pretty
honestly,
happy.
I was going to say I want them to take a wide receiver now, whether it be Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Makai Lemon. Like, I'm happy with either of those 3.
Yeah, it'll be great. I mean, Cam Ward, he really came on at the back end of last year too, after a very slow start, dealing with head coach Brian Callahan, that nonsense, having an interim head coach. Things are going to be looking up for Cam Ward, especially if they can invest early. But hard to not think that this is going to be a defensive player, given how the board's shaking out so far. But I mean, we've been surprised once today. We'll see what it is.
Yeah, I wouldn't have picked Reese to drop to possibly 5. Because he's got to be the one that the Giants take, right? If Arvell Reese is available. Yeah, Carnell Tate. Bang.
Oh, wow. There we go. Carnell Tate. There we go. Cam
Ward, pivot. Good pivot.
Through the roof. Through the roof for Cam
Ward. Good pivot. I like that. Good pivot.
Yeah, wow. Are we going to see a run of wide receivers, like Carnell Tate? Does Makai Lemon get scooped up inside the top 10 now that Carnell Tate's gone at 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, that's surprise after surprise. And now for the Giants, I know there was Sonny Styles. They were liking him, but I mean, Alvaro Reese, Sonny Styles, do they swing for the fences with Jordan Tyson first and maybe get a defensive player with their 10th overall pick? That's awesome.
It's similar to the advice we give with like fantasy drafts. You need to adjust dependent on the way it's going around you, right? Like if you're in a draft where for some reason QBs are going real early, take stock. It's like, if I really want this guy, do you take him a few picks earlier, or do you just punt that position and go elsewhere and take best available? This is the questions that, the Giants, the Browns, the Commanders are sitting right now. Do they take this, let's be honest, the steal of, Arvell Reese, who was in pretty much every mock draft I saw, he was going either 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So there was never a world where it was really an opportunity for the Giants, the Browns, the Commanders to do it, and it feels like a really safe pick. The NFL model has him as the most likely to succeed. What do they call it? I don't have it in front of me. on NFL, not on ESPN, on NFL.com. So, yeah, do they take him or do they go, shit, all these weapons are being taken off the board early? You know, they may have had their eye on a Mackay Lemon at 10, or, you know, they're trying to get someone later that they go, maybe we need to pull the trigger now because we wanted Jeremiah Love. If he wasn't there, we're going Carnell Tate. They're both gone now. What do we do? Do they just take do they have to pull the trigger and go early on it?
I mean, that's what we're about to see because the pick is in for the Giants. So no trades happening with this one. Oh, man, I'd love to see just another wide receiver here and just go 3 skill position offensive players in the top 5 picks would just be crazy. That would be unreal. Oh, I mean, Fernando Mendoza, of course, but he's been a lock for 1 for the whole time. So
Yeah,
I'm not even picturing him into the equation. Yeah, wow. Oh, I can't get over that. This is great. For fantasy, I also don't mind it. Carnell Tate, I'd much prefer him going to the Titans over the Browns, where he has been mocked.
Oh, big time.
For a lot of the off season. So yeah, it's a great outcome.
Yeah, this may genuinely be a good thing for Calvin Ridley and Wan'Dale Robinson as well. Like, they're going to run a lot of 3 wide out sets, and having a real target guy, a top 5 pick, to take the number 1 corner off for defenses to have to worry about. Who's to say that just doesn't break things wide open for the other 2 and it becomes an offense that can really start ticking over? I don't want to say I think they're going to be good, but I'm much more optimistic about their offense as a whole, bringing in Carnell Tate, and much more optimistic now about Cam Ward.
100%. And that O-line isn't too bad either. It's kind of that middle of the pack.
Correct.
They invested into that. So they've got a good foundation there at the Titans so far. Yeah, this offense as a whole is just going to be ticking.
The cropped suit jacket's a bit how you going, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the move I'd be taking.
Yeah.
But
that's a bit bold.
the crop suit jacket with a wife beater underneath is crazy areas.
I mean, it's giving Ezekiel Elliott vibes where he had the crop suit.
Yeah, it is.
Back when he was drafted.
Oh, mate, that was his thing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he was always wearing a little crop top.
Little crop. I mean, with how hot it gets here in Australia, I mean, I might have to bring it out. Crop tops for the boys.
Do you want to get some scissors and turn that jersey into a crop top, Damo?
I wouldn't do it. I could not do it to this jersey.
Maybe we'll just get you a Temu one and we'll give it a crack.
That'd be good. I'll be rocking it. But we've got a little comment in it, DFAB, that I missed from Phantom when the Jeremiah Love pick went down. Atlanta have picked an RB, tight end, and wide receiver in the top 10 3 years in a row. Not last year, though. I'm trying to think where they even were. I can't even think of what they picked last year. Anyhow, and still haven't made a playoff game. Very true. What a dumb pick by Arizona, picking an RB so high. And he's also added in good luck running him at the D-lines of Seattle, San Fran, and the Rams with only a left tackle that can block. I mean, it's a good point. Yeah. It's a great point, especially in that division. It's going to be tough, but I think trying to put my mind in the GMs there at the Cardinals is the number 1 overall talent in the class. He fell to 3. What's the odds we're going to have this chance again to take a blue chip player like this? Let's just lock it in, have a bit of fun. I mean, it's probably a bit too optimistic for the Cardinals with how many other holes they have, but love it. You got to love the chaos.
Yeah.
And we've got our very own Matrix in here throwing in DFAB dressed like he's fucking Woj over here. Here he is. He's our very own Woj.
I am fucking Woj. I am fucking Woj.
Here we go. Oh, man, this is spicy. I'm just trying to have a look what other picks we have coming up. So we've got Browns, Commanders, Saints, Chiefs, then the Giants again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could really see a run of wide receivers. Yeah.
Just sorry to cut in, something just to chip in on Phantom's point. 100% correct. It's going to be a really rough time, but I think something to bear in mind is that the Cardinals, before this pick coming into the draft, were the second youngest roster in the NFL. They're not building for right now. It's if they're actually bought into, like, I'm optimistic with the moves they've made. They got rid of Kyler Murray. They knew that wasn't their guy. They're being a little bit more intelligent I think, with the way they're going about it. Jacoby Brissett is definitely a transitional QB. He's not their future. Yep. That's just like a caretaker. And, whether they're trying to bottom out to Kraken again next year or they take a QB in the second round, they try to go after a Ty Simpson or something like that. It's okay that Arizona are acquiring the best skill players that they can. If it was a win now move, yeah, horrible pick. But I'm just having a look now.
Do we have a trade? Sorry, DFAB. The Chiefs have traded up to the number 6 pick.
Oh,
I'm going to try and find what the trade details are here. I love
that.
Come on, man, Chiefs, that's one trade.
Who do we want? Who do we want them to get? Come on. Oh,
I think I reckon they're trading up.
Please take Tyson. I think they are too.
So here's the trade from Adam Schefter.
Give me Tyson. Give me Tyson.
Chiefs get number 6. The Browns get number 9, 74, and 148. So they're 9th, 3rd, and is that a 5th? Is there? So
dude,
that's awesome. I mean,
that makes me so happy.
Too. They need edge rusher. I mean, I could see them going there.
Mate. They've just brought in Ken Walker. Make that offense one of the most dominant offenses they can. Imagine Rashee Rice and Jalen Tyson running down the wing. Come on. I want it. Man. I want it so bad. Come on, give it to me. Sorry, I said Jalen Tyson. That's NBA. Jordan Tyson. Give me Jordan Tyson.
That was his brother. That's close. Man, that's awesome. First trade already.
Oh, come on. And it's no big wide receiver to the Browns. Come on.
Honestly, this is the best outcome. Best outcome.
Yeah, Browns gonna Browns.
Yeah, so they've moved back to 9. Yeah, they'll probably get an offensive lineman there, you'd think. But let's see. Arvell Reese to the Giants, all right? They scoop him up.
Yep, good. That was the right pick. The right pick. So they've got they've got to take Tyson, right? So you got Rashee Rice, who's
the pick is in.
Yeah, so Rashee Rice is what? 6 foot, 180, 190. Like, he's kind of slight of frame, he's a good route runner. You need a big guy on the outside to help build around. You take Jordan Tyson, 6'2", 205. You hope that he puts on 10, 15 pounds, or 5 to 10 pounds of muscle before the season starts. Quote from ESPN, right? This is the thing. Tyson's superpower is being open even when it looks like he's completely blanketed. It makes him essentially uncoverable in the red zone. He wins on 50-50 balls and outmuscles defensive backs. Tell me that's not exactly what the Chiefs need, especially with Kelsey inevitably leaving.
They need
Come on. Give me Jordan Tyson. Give me Jordan Tyson.
I mean, they're thinking, what's the chances having Mahomes? This is going to be their highest pick that they'll have during the Mahomes era, you'd think. I mean,
for sure.
That injury wiped him out. Let's just bolster it up. Let's go for it. Oh.
Yeah.
Was that another trade? Oh, no.
Luke Pollock, you're in the chat there as well. You're going to have to bring that up. You're 100% right. And they definitely could. They could go at Caleb Downs and try to shore up their secondary, Sonny Styles to bring in some run stopping. But don't ruin my dreams right now. I'm thinking fantasy. I want a top end lotto pick for Mahomes to throw to when he's back. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It feels like a perfect marriage.
Yeah, the pick is in. They ran this selection in.
Yeah. Just a very quick point from one of our group chats. Horse, the famous Horse from the Insight family. Giants got a steal at 5. Reese will be a superstar. Couldn't agree more.
100%.
Really, really good. Really, really good pick from him. Secco's going to be so mad he's not in here right now.
Yeah. Man, we have been treated. Oh,
yeah.
It's worth the wait. You finish the season and, the back end or start of January, you've got to wait 4 long months. But, man, this is worth everything plus more. Let's see. Yeah, so top prospects. Yeah. Defense, they've got Sonny Styles or edge Ruben Bain Jr. I know they were very keen on an edge, but, I mean, Jordan Tyson, oh, come on. That would just be so good. Let's see. And the Commanders on the clock as well. I mean, yeah, we could see the top 3 wide receivers go within the top 7 picks. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really like the Arvell Reese pick. I know it's not an exact. It's probably an easy comparison to make because it's to the same team now. But the first thought I have is Jason Pierre-Paul pre-fireworks issue. Like he plays to people that are watching the broadcast right now. He's a linebacker that's big enough and strong enough and quick on his feet enough to play on the edge and rush the passer. He's a run stopper. He's so versatile. He's really, really good.
He's a big dude too.
I said, I thought he was going to go 2. Yeah. 6'4", 240. I thought he was going to go over David Bailey just because he's more versatile and he's younger. But David Bailey's a safe pick. But yeah, I've had Reese above, so that's a great pick for the. I really like what the Giants are building just quietly.
Yeah, that trade.
They feel kind of fun.
Yeah, trading him on to 10 to get the 10th overall pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big move. I hope they just don't go double defense though, but they might have to. I mean, if all the wide receivers are gone, they might have to go double defensive picks.
Yeah, got Shefty there talking about the 6th overall pick.
Yeah, wow.
That's such a good... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great for the Browns. I mean, that's great.
I was just saying, I don't hate it for the Browns.
Getting a 3rd and a 5th. Oh, man, let's see.
Is there a world where the Giants... Sorry, just to stay on the Giants for a moment while we wait for this pick to be announced. Is there a world where they go Arvell Reese now and then try to bolster up the O-line? At 10?
Potentially. Potentially. Yeah, I mean, the way that I'm seeing it, if the wide receivers fall here and Caleb Downs is still on the clock at 10, pairing him with Arvell Reese, Mansour Delane, where they trade up for a cornerback.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
14th ranked prospect.
I don't hate it. Has been the number 1 corner all throughout the offseason. I know is it Gerard McCoy? He kind of has fallen back a little bit due to his health issues at the moment. But wow, trading up for Mansour Delane. Damn, man, a wide receiver would have been so nice. I was so ready for that. The pick is in for the Manders. Let's see. And they've already clocked it in. I think Commanders, they could take Sonny Styles here. I know who's the head coach for the Manders? Dan Quinn. He has been talking up Sonny Styles all draft process, so that could potentially be where they go. Ruben Bain still on the board. They don't really need a tackle as badly, and then your wide receiver, whether they go Tyson or Lemon here. What are the other picks that we have coming up? Saints, Browns, Giants, Dolphins, Cowboys, Rams. Okay. I wonder if we see another trade in DFAB into the top 10.
I think with the way this draft is going so far, I feel like there's going to be some moves.
Yeah, I'm
going to need you to run the show for a sec, mate. I'm going to make a quick phone call. I'll be back.
All good, mate. All good. All right, everybody's tuning in. Who do we think? Pick 7 to the Commanders. If you're Saints fans there, let us know who you think would be the number 1 guy you want for the Saints. A lot of needs there. Do they pair a wide receiver with Chris Olave? Do they bolster up that defense? Let's see how it all plays out here. But Mansell delaying to the Chiefs is the pick. Commanders needs, as per NFL draft tracker, wide receiver, O-line, safety, edge, linebacker. So they've got plenty of options there. Kind of have a feeling it might be Sonny Styles with how the offseason talk has gone for Dan Quinn. But let's hope they surprise us. I mean, wide receiver would be a great fit. Great for Jaden Daniels. They've really only got Terry McLaurin. Brought in Chig Okonkwo this offseason, but definitely do need to get their quarterback a lot of help. And they don't have a second-round pick either. So let's see here, hopefully in the next couple of minutes. Thanks again for everyone tuning in. If you did miss our previous shows that we dropped within the last couple of weeks, those links are in the description below. And as we mentioned at the start of the show, we will have our live draft reactions after the full round is complete. Probably most likely be next Tuesday. We'll be going live there and talking it all through. Once we have a little bit of time to process all the carnage, plenty of rounds to get through. We've got rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow. And then the remaining 4 rounds covered on Sunday. I think it starts for us early morning, 4 or 5 in the morning for us, and 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So make sure to tuning in if you can. We won't be live due to Anzac Day honours going on as well Saturday, paying our respects. But to kick off early next week, we will be. But I can see here, Commanders are walking up now to present this pick. It will probably come in a little bit earlier on the NFL draft tracker, which we have here up on screen. Let's hope for a wide receiver. Any second now. Any second now. And while we're waiting for this pick to come in, if anybody is counting, only 139 days to go until the season kicks off. Could not come any faster. Okay, here we go. Sonny Styles. There we go. Was projected to go 4 to the Titans or 5 to the Giants. He drops to 7. Commanders bolster up that defense. Not what we like to see for fantasy football, but they've got to take that pick. And the Saints have thrown in their pick already. We'll wait and see how these guys go. Could be wide receiver, could be edge. They are the top needs for the Saints. If you're a Tyler Shuck owner, you really hope it's going to be a wide receiver here. I mean, he came on like a house on fire at the back end of last year. He looked really good. Old Tyler Shuck under head coach Kellen Moore. What do we think? Is this a spot for Tyson? Do we get deflated with a defensive player? Or do we see a little bit of a surprise? We're going to find out very shortly. The pick is in for the Saints. Let's see. I'm just going to quickly filter over here, see if anything new's coming through. Let's see. The pick's in. Who are we going with? Who's it going to be? I don't think I have any Tyler Shuck shares. I might need to change that if this is a wide receiver. Still can't get over the Jeremiah Love pick. That is just, I'm still spun. Still absolutely spun by that. And now with something that I did see with Jeremiah Love heading at pick number 3 on his rookie deal, he is now the 7th highest paid running back in the NFL coming out on that rookie contract. So that has just, I mean, the Cardinals being an absolute bombshell last year, now paying top 7 money for a running back. He is young, is the number 1 prospect in this class. Let's see. And we've got DFAB back here. Sorry, man. I just
Sorry about that, mate.
No, you're good.
No, you're right. I literally just sent it. We're all good.
I'm just going to, man, it's getting a bit hot in here. I'm just going to crack a window.
So what have I missed? Sunny Styles to the Commanders. I like it.
Would have been nice a wide receiver, but, you know, they've got to be smart here. They're not fantasy managers like us.
Yeah, I've got to say, though, as picked early, fun start to the draft. Hasn't played out exactly as I thought. Like, the names 100%. Are pretty much what we expected, but landing spots, very different.
Yeah, I mean, the surprises. Jeremiah Love at the gate. Carnell Tate. I don't think there's been really any mocks of him going at 4. Arvell Reese with a bit of a slide. Mansell Delane traded up in our Sunny Styles. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this. Which way do you reckon they go here, DFAB? If you're the Saints general manager, are you going to try and bolster up that offense for your young quarterback, or going to be safe and go on the defense?
Sorry, mate. I've got another phone call. I won't jump in this time. Sorry.
No, all good. Oh, good, man. They're really just slow playing this pick. And before this pick does come in, I mean, if you've held on to Cam Scatterbo during this draft process, well done. Well done. I know myself, I have been trying to ship him off and try and get a reasonable price just in case Jeremiah Love did go there to the Giants. But, I mean, if you're holding Cam Scatterbo, gives you confidence in how the Giants feel about him without, oh, you know, I guess I didn't even get a chance. Really, maybe they did, but maybe they did want Jeremiah Love in that spot, but I guess we'll never know. I guess we will never know. Still waiting for this one to be turned in for the Saints. Looks like we're still going to be left hanging for a little bit longer. Curious to see what the Giants go at 10. Jordan Tyson, if he doesn't go here, actually, there is a good chance that he goes at 9 as well to the Browns if they are feeling a little bit frisky, but most likely that could be a pickup with the Giants after going Arvell Reese at 5. Caleb Downs is still there. Do the Cowboys trade up for Caleb Downs? Desperate need of a defensive piece. Still have Ruben Bain Jr., edge out of Miami. They're a top edge prospect. He could potentially go here to the Saints. Let's see. And Roger Goodell is making his way out. So we do have the pick coming up here very shortly for the Saints. Let's see which way they go. I mean, best case scenario here, Jordan Tyson. Wow, there we go. To the Saints. Tyler Shuck managers, well done. Well done. Wow, Tyson to the Saints. Paired with Chris Olave. Wow, that is what a draft so far. Do the Browns go Makai Lemon here? Do they take the last remaining top 3 wide receiver? What a surprising draft so far. I mean, currently the over and under wide receivers in the first round, we've got those 2, and it's only 8 picks in. 8 picks in. We got a chat here from Polly talking fantasy. Any new dynasty startups in the works? So we will have some coming out probably within the next few weeks. I know a lot of people after the rookie draft, my leagues included, we normally do our rookie draft the week after the NFL draft. So maybe we might have some startups around that time, maybe middle of May. We'll do some startups. If you are keen, make sure to register some interest, drop comments on the below, join our WhatsApp group. People in there will get first crack at the leagues. We'll be on Sleeper, probably 12 team. And now with the rookie landing spots, we'll be able to pick those guys right out of the gate too. We'll probably live stream a couple of the drafts too, at least the first 10 rounds. No dynasty drafts can go forever, but if you are keen on joining some more dynasty leagues, make sure to get in touch with us and we will make sure to save a spot for you guys there. So Jordan Tyson going 8th overall. And honestly, not a bad landing spot paired with Kellen Moore, offensive-minded head coach. His offenses over the last couple of years have been very, very good for fantasy production. Plenty of plays in the game and paired with a young Tyler Shuck as well. I mean, love the pick. Absolutely love the pick there. And we could see a wide receiver run coming through very, very shortly. As we see Jordan Tyson coming out the stage, if you are following along with KO or any other streaming services on the side, Tyson's coming out very emotional, and we've got the pick is in for the Browns. Do they go O-line? Do they take a wide receiver? Let's see here, man. It's always so great to see these young college prospects come out. They're just, man, these are their dreams. Dreams come true on today. I mean, this is what it feels like for us fantasy managers when we win the championship, right? Same thing. Can't tell me it doesn't compare. Pick is in for the Browns. Giants on the clock. Their guy, Jordan Tyson, shall not be there for them. Could be potential for Makai Lemon here. Would not be surprised. Or do they just go with double banging defensive players with the top two 10 picks? Top 10? 2 picks in the top 10? Yeah. You know what I'm saying. Saints now sneaky contenders for that division. I mean, they nearly made it the back end of last year. Their offense is going to be gun blazing, bringing in Travis Etienne. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? After that name change, Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, Tyler Shuck, a solid O-line, good head coach and play caller. In a pretty in the division too, it has definitely not improved over the last couple of years.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. What have I missed, Mal? What have I missed?
Jordan Tyson to the Saints, mate.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Good spot for him, honestly.
How does that change your value of Shuck?
Oh, yeah, he's...
If at all.
Oh, I think it definitely changes. I mean, Tyson, I do like Chris Olave, but what's to say that he can't be the one at the end of the year? Chris Olave, of course, with it. But they've got a type. Chris Olave dealing with injuries. Now Jordan Tyson, his biggest kick has been injuries. Let's just hope both these guys can stay healthy for the year for Tyler Shuck. And we do have the pick in for the Browns. Sorry, DFAB. Spencer Fano, the first offensive tackle going up there. So, I mean, best outcome so far. No wide receivers going to the Browns to a wasteland. But how do you feel with Tyson to the Saints?
Yeah, I like it a lot. As I said, he's like a prototypical one. Next to Olave feels really nice. I think they're going to have to pull running back at some point in the draft, right?
They bring in Travis Etienne. They signed into
Etienne or however.
4-year deal or something like that. Still not too sure.
I think they still have to bring someone in.
Yeah, there isn't.
I think they still have to bring someone in because they've got Kamara, who's like what, 84 years old. No, he's only 30. But yeah, there's no one behind Kamara. Kamara is, well, they've got Ty Chandler and whatever Kendre Miller's made of nowadays. He's 60% titanium at this point. He's always hurt. But yeah, like between Olave, they brought in Devon Vele last year, Mason Tipton, who I don't know, at the start of last year he looked like he was kind of okay. He's like, I don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, they're building something. I like Tyler Shuck. Jordan Tyson there makes them a fun wide receiver core. Like Olave and Jordan Tyson on paper is very, very solid. They've got a lot of work to do elsewhere, but it's not a bad start. And
wow, another offensive tackle off the board, Francis.
I picked it for
the Giants. Yeah, wait, there you go. There you go, defense.
One for DFAB.
Offensive tackle. Wow,
yeah, that's one for DFAB. I'm happy with that.
The two top projected offensive linemen off the board in the top 10. There we go. No, Dolphins. I mean, could they take Kyle Lemon? That would not surprise me either.
Yeah. I hope Mackay drops. They'd probably. I'd like to see them bolster the O-line. If they're building around Achane, they probably need to bolster the O-line further.
Yep. Absolutely.
Who could it be?
But I mean, looking at their wide receiver corps, it's Tutu Atwell, Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert. Like they need a lot of love, but they do have. I think they've got the 30th pick as well at the back end of the first round. So could they address wide receiver there? Do we see a trade up here potentially?
Possibly. I think I'd like to see the Dolphins go after like a. There you go. Was that a Dolphins and Cowboys swap?
Cowboys trade up. Let's see if Sheffield has reported this one.
I think this could be a Mackay Lemon.
It could be, and maybe they trade George Pickens, or do they go? Who else? Oh, they've got Caleb Downs.
Or do they go Caleb
there.
Downs? They probably need some help on defense.
Caleb Downs could, I think that's probably where I'm going to put my money on this one. I just want to try and see if I can find some trade details on that one there.
Mm-hmm. I also, my thought was for the Dolphins, just while we're still on that, I'll finish that thought. Ioane from Penn State, the guard, he's like quite quick for a guard. He can kind of push to the second line, which I think is going to be really complementary to the way Achane plays. Because if you can get a guard, like a big fella blocking on the outside past the pocket and really like open up some lanes for Achane, it's only going to make him more explosive, right? So I'd like to see him there, bolster the O-line. Maybe traditional mindset, but if you're rebuilding, I feel like the first thing you need to set, other than QB, is O-line. But even then, if you don't have a good O-line, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder for your QB to do anything. And we've got a Secko. That's my favourite draft pick of the day.
There we go. Secko, mate, how are you feeling? You know, we're 11 or about to be 11 picks in now. What has been the best moment of the draft so far? You potentially could be muted. Secko. Oh,
doesn't like it. He's gone. He's gone.
Hates it. Absolutely hates the draft. Maybe he's feeling maybe Mackay Lemon doesn't make it to the Rams. We'll see.
That's what I've been asking for. Awesome. All right. So there's a question for you. So we talked about it in our draft the other day. Not in our draft, in our pod episode the other day. I'm just bringing up the draft now. So, sorry, one sec. I'm horrible. So if you had to, let's say you got the 102, right? We know 101 people are going to take Jeremiah Love, right? Yep. That's going to happen. Let's say you got the 102. You've got a choice between Carnell Tate at the Titans, Jordan Tyson at the Saints, and then ideally a Mackay Lemon at the Rams. Who are you taking with that 102? Because we were worried about the Jets and the Browns coming through. That feels like three genuinely good spots for these wide receivers. Like this is a fun morning for fantasy. How do you 100%. Rank them with those landing spots at the moment?
I mean, just looking at it, like Tyson is going to have to compete with Chris Olave. So does that limit his upside a little bit? And looking at Carnell Tate, it's Wandale. He can easily bet at Wandale than, you know, the ghosts of Calvin Ridley. But I mean, I think I like the coaching and the structure at the Saints a lot better than the Titans so far. So I'm maybe leaning Tyson at the 102. He was my number one wide receiver coming in to the draft. And I honestly love the landing spot too. I mean, Tyler Shuck, Cam Ward in terms of quarterbacks, pretty similar, I think, not in style, but I guess in just production and how they're going to be able to support their pass catches there. But yeah, I think I'm kind of leaning Tyson, but of course it's so early that might change when we get our reactions vid at the start of next week. How about you, mate? How are you feeling about these wide receivers?
Out of the two that we know have been drafted in the spots that they're in right now, I think
honestly it's tough. It's tough.
It's splitting hairs. I don't think it's a bad thing. Someone like a Jordan type. There's this bug that has been flying around for dead set like 24 hours in here, and I haven't been able to catch it. In a vacuum, I think I prefer Jordan Tyson as a prospect over Carnell Tate. That being said, I don't mind the idea of Jordan Tyson coming in and having running through as the wide receiver 2 on the squad, getting a slightly nicer ramp up to it's almost like an apprenticeship. Like let Olave still take the biggest corner or whatever, and still be the main guy, and let the burden of the entire offense doesn't land on Jordan Tyson right away. Whereas with Carnell Tate, he's going to come in and there's going to be this expectation that he produces immediately. That being said, I think if Mackay Lemon goes to the Rams, Mackay Lemon that's the one.
You're liking him over the both. And speaking of the Rams, Secko.
Out of the other two, yeah.
Boys.
Here he is.
How are we feeling so far, mate? What a draft.
Finally, mate. Oh, mate, I've missed so much. The boss wouldn't stop. No, he was good. It was he's ran a bit over, but we're here, mate. We're here right in time to see the Cowboys bungle a pick. So they traded out again. The Dolphins, so the second pick's traded out. So, what did I miss? What did I miss in that Chiefs trade up? Was there much banter?
Yeah. So I mean,
wasn't much banter, but it was a good move.
Yeah, we're thinking maybe Tyson. We're hoping out for for the fantasy impact, but they trade up for the number 1 corner in the class after trading off their top 2 starters last year. So, but I mean, Jeremiah Love, Secko, give us what your thoughts are on him going at 3. How big of a surprise was that for you, and how do you feel about the landing spot?
It's a surprise, but I had this feeling when they were on the clock, I was like, oh, I just have this gut feel, and then I was watching you guys because I was getting ready for the meeting I was going into, and you were talking about how Connor. Yes, we've said for years, but he has to be on his absolute last legs, and Benson's not the guy, unfortunately. So it's the right move for them. It won't be graded as such, probably, but I think if they can get a good quarterback, maybe a year out of Brissett, good quarterback next year, this guy can run the offense as well. If Harrison takes a step, their offense becomes really good with McBride as well and Wilson. So, yeah, it's a piece they needed as long as they can get a good quarterback. They're pretty much set. Caleb Downs just went. Okay.
Caleb Downs. So the Cowboys did trade up 1 pick. And I did see some trade details. So the Cowboys gave up, they had 2 5th-round picks. So they're 12 and 2 5s to move up 1 spot and take Caleb Downs. So, I mean, if Mav was here, I think he'd be pretty happy with Caleb Downs going to the Cowboys with that one there. But, I think you're touching back, Secko, with what you said on Jeremiah Love. It definitely won't be graded as such. I mean, I've seen so many comments so far of people just absolutely hating it. But, I mean, for fantasy, that's what we care about the most, right? I think it's not going to be horrible. I mean, I think I'd probably rather that than Tennessee, which might seem a little bit out there. But, I mean, we're all for it. We love the chaos, and the pick is in for the Dolphins as well.
Yeah. Oh, please I want Mekhi Lemon to drop to the Rams so bad.
They can't take Lemon. They can't. They will. There's nothing sure.
Do you not like that?
I love it. I'm saying the Dolphins are going to take Lemon. Every mock draft that's ever been
I hope they don't.
Lemon going to the Rams, and
well, you missed it. I think you may have missed it before. So I was saying I would love to see them go after. Oh, what's his name? I've just lost it. What's his name? The offensive tackle, the guard from Penn.
Oh yeah, it's like Ione Verger or
Iota.
I've complete.
I'm spacing.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. The pick is in for the Dolphins.
I think it's. Here we go. Hold on. What's his name? Yeah, Ioane from Penn State, the guard. Yep. I would like to see them take him. I wouldn't surprise me to see them pick up Ruben Bain. He kind of came in as the second ranked edge rusher if you're not including Reese, because he's technically a linebacker so he's a top 3 edge rusher. I could see him getting picked up. He was an All-American last year. But yeah, if they go offense, it's probably going to be Mekhi Lemon or Kenyon Sadiq, maybe.
Potentially, yeah. We can't rule out Sadiq.
I think so. Sadiq's probably the one I'm looking most for from a fantasy lens and where he lands, because there's some really good spots. I think the next pick after the Rams, I think the Ravens is a great spot for him if you can get there. Also, wouldn't mind. There's one other spot that I was looking at this morning where it's not too far after, but maybe the Panthers as another option for Bryce.
The Ravens makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
It does. With likely gone and Andrews probably gone. It just gets them a chance to reset that position completely and get the clear best tight end. So
yeah, for those that are watching that aren't aware, Kenyon Sadiq, 6'3", 240. He had a really big combine. He ran a 4.40 in the 40. He's got a 43.5-inch vertical. The general narrative around him is that he's a wide receiver that plays tight end. Like he's a really qualified pass catcher out of that tight end spot. So,
is there a pick yet?
It's in, but they love to just tease us for as long as they can.
Oh man, if Lemon, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
You might have a freak out live stream. If the Dolphins waste the career of Mekhi Lemon, I'll be upset.
Yeah. It's good timing.
Would you guys?
For that
I guess
I wanted to be in for pick 13.
Would you say? Sorry to interrupt there, mate. My bad. Would you say out of those? I asked Mull about it. Would you say through your eyes, Mackay Lemon's the best wide receiver prospect of this draft?
I think he's the best fit for the Rams. So whether he's the best or not, I was a big. If Tyson stays fit, he's been amazing. Right? So, but all three of them, like I knew Tate would be unavailable. He was going to be the hot pick, always the first taken. So,
Secko, you can breathe. Sorry, mate. I don't want to cut you off.
They've gone OT.
You can breathe. Caden Proctor, offensive lineman. To
Proctor, wow.
And the pick is straight away in for the Rams. So here we go.
Oh, mate, there's no doubt. Like it's been the worst kept secret. There's no doubt. Like if he's fallen to there, they have to. With Puka now, Adams 1 year left. They have to do it. So yeah.
Jeez, I'm seeing it like a beach ball at the moment.
I mean, just looking you go.
Sorry, you go.
I was just going to say, just looking at I'm just jumping in here, mate. Looking at rookie pick values here.
Go.
The 102 to the 104 with these leading spots that say Mackay Lemon finishes that trio for us. I mean, that value is just even more stocked into that front half. I mean, perfect landing spots for all. No worries about Browns or Jets. I mean, great news for fantasy managers out there this morning so far.
Yeah, I was obviously offline for the Tate call. I think this is what Cam Ward needs. I think it's going to be a potential real big second year performance from Ward with a guy like him, with his size and just his range, like his range and hands. I think he's going to be high. He's going to be a high pick in fantasy drafts in August. So we see receivers that go that early. Obviously Marvin Harrison aside, they tend to hit pretty much straight away, and I think it's going to be really good for him and for us. So interesting to see what once it's all landed, where we project our dynasty drafts, rookie drafts, because it's going to be a tough one to pick who goes the 102.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be a toss up, and I think with our reactions vid, early next week, we'll probably have a 3-round mock draft to follow the week after. So once we've had a good week to kind of digest everything, we'll be running through a 3-round mock just to go through it all. Because this has been awesome so far. And just to get to a couple of comments before we jump in, Damo SC Footy. G'day, Damo. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I know your Packers will be coming up shortly. We'll see what the pick is there. And our very own horse with just spitting straight facts. Proctor is 6'7", 350 pounds, just a smidge bigger than Maverick. I mean, you'd have to put him back to back to really see how close it is. But you can't be wrong with that one there, horse.
Yeah,
that's very solid. The next two picks feel like they are chalk, don't they? It's got to be Mackay Lemon and then Kenyon Sadiq, and then it kind of opens up again. But it feels like it's the perfect player for exactly what they need.
Well, I mean, the Ravens, they've been mocked to that guard you were mentioning earlier, DFAB, Ione. I mean, he's been mocked to the Ravens. So it's a very Ravens pick, taking one of the best guards.
Yeah, it is.
Where they can, and bolstering up that line after losing Linderbaum in the offseason.
Yep.
But they could go plenty of different ways.
I think after the Rams and the Ravens, correct me if I'm wrong, I know there's been a lot of trades, so I could be wrong, but I believe it's Philly, Jets, Lions, Vikings. After that, and I think all of them could use offensive line help. Yeah, let's be real. Every team in the NFL could use offensive line help, but you know that the Eagles, I think they're going to chase Detroit. There seems to be pretty like the sentiment around all mock drafts and stuff is that they're going OT. I don't know.
I mean, I hope
the most recent mock draft from Daniel Jeremiah's got Ione going to the Chargers at 22. They need offensive line
if
help.
He falls. Yeah.
Yeah, Munro Freeling. I have no idea who this guy is, to be honest. That's the pick. Him and Caden Proctor's probably he could be the next one off the board. But yeah, sorry, I'm digressing. I'm just thinking out loud here. But
no, that's all good. Because there is, I know with offensive tackles, there's maybe another 3 or so. Because the over and under. This is another one from the bookies this morning. 7.5 offensive linemen in the first round. To go. So what do we have so far? What have we got? 3. So I mean, yeah, there's still
3.
Plenty of picks to go.
Yeah. There's Munro Feeling, there's Ioane, there's Caleb Lomu from Utah that could go. Yeah. Honestly, if there's a second guard that goes, that'll probably be the tick over to the overs, but
I'll wait and see. I mean, I just saw on the coverage recently they were showing Ty Simpson with the Rams pickers in. So hopefully, I mean, wouldn't that just – how would you feel about that, Secko, if Ty Simpson wants to be a pickup? I know they're trying to have that succession plan for Matt Stafford, but, oh, man, like, I'd be feeling for you if I saw Ty Simpson go to the Rams at pick 13. That would just be gut-wrenching.
Yeah. If we secured Atlanta's pick 13 and took Ty Simpson, that would probably be the end of it.
Yeah.
but you know, like we'll get him in the third, so it's fine. If we need him bad enough, I'd be shocked if he's a first round pick. It's I mean, it can happen. He's in the green room, which is I find interesting, but we'll see. I think he'll go to. I don't think he'll go to one of the QB needy teams either. I think he'll be a support guy behind a vet.
Yeah, I could see.
Would love to have him because he could be good. And Stafford's got a year or 2, but not with pick 13.
Yeah, please no. I could see maybe the Cardinals trading back up at the back end of the first round. That's kind of been mocked around there just to get that extra year on the rookie deal. We saw it last year with Jackson Dart, Giants trading up into the 20s for him. I mean, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And forgive me, I did make a mistake. The Packers did use all their picks on Parsons, or at least the first round picks last year. Completely forgot about Michael Parsons with that injury he sustained. He's kind of been left of mind. I think it was a torn ACL, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to miss a lot of next season, which you hate to see. So, Damo, you can have an easy one today. You've got no stress with the Packers not on the board, but we'll see. Man, this Rams pick, I feel like it's been in for 20 minutes.
It's just all broadcast driven though, Mullin. They've decided to go to a couple of commercial breaks. They should be pretty much straight away. It's ridiculous, but I think they've done it at pick. I think no one's going to be shocked. So it's pretty much hopefully status quo.
There's part of me that wants to see them go somewhere else and just watch Secko crash out.
Yeah, honestly, me too.
Like John McCoy, cornerback. We don't need cornerback, so let's just the cornerback out of Tennessee. No, let's just not. I won't crash that bad. It's fine.
I mean, I just hate them showing Ty Simpson on the screen.
It's got Will Levis vibes all over it.
Yeah.
He hasn't got the next to him trying to get screen time.
Will Levis vibes. That's elite. Can you imagine?
Oh man,
I just don't think he's going to be a first round pick, but he might be right at the end, I suppose. Miami might take a chance at pick 30 with him.
Yeah,
just
the Jets
behind Malik.
I wouldn't mind the Jets picking him up.
When's their last pick?
I think they've got 16, but then they've got 33. Ty Simpson.
Okay, so that's tomorrow. Whoa, you kidding me?
Bang!
No way.
Wow, we just said that was the worst case scenario. There you go.
Wow.
Right, crash out.
Sorry, Secko.
That
sucks, mate.
What?
That is crazy.
Oh well.
Why?
Wow.
Why?
Trade up with the Ravens to get a good player now, or?
Wow.
Unless that's a draft and then trade out to pick up more picks later in the draft. But why?
No one's trading for him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's That's a good one.
Yeah, that's
Jared
interesting.
Goff's he's 31.
When was the last time a good Alabama quarterback ever happened? I can't think of one. In pros. That's the problem with me, is they're always better in college than they are in the pros.
I need to look at their recent history. Was Jalen Hurts
I'm dead set looking right now.
Alabama?
No, he transferred, didn't he?
Bryce Young, Mac Jones, Tua.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is the best.
Yeah, okay. I always see him as an Oklahoma guy. Yeah, I mean, he was a second round guy as well. Anyway, cool.
Great.
What a great day.
I feel deflated for you. I couldn't imagine just how you're feeling at the moment.
I just shit canned it for like 2 minutes before. Anyway, fucking hell.
Wow.
I'm rattled by that, bro.
It's truly the most horrendous draft selection I can think of.
Anyway. I mean, besides the Falcons trading their first round pick last year to the Rams and they're getting that, then they've just kind of been fuck.
They almost won. They almost won with that selection. So, unless I mean, a lot of fans weren't happy when Josh Allen was selected.
I mean, we could be proven wrong.
Like people rioted in Buffalo because of that. So who knows? This guy's just not very big and he's not very good and he's not mobile enough.
But I mean, like,
he's not very good.
To look at the positive side of things, I mean, he's paired with McVay, he's paired with Puka for the foreseeable future. But yeah, no, that's
I agree with. Sorry to cut you off. I agree with Bray in the comments. I think they trade that pick. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't stand. Like, I can't think of any reason they would have to hold on to Ty Simpson. Like, with the way Goff plays, he's probably got another 4 or 5 years in him, right? He's only 31. I could see
Stafford, yeah.
Oh, Stafford. Why did I think Goff? What am I talking about?
Lions. Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's succession, but I don't know.
Yeah, because it's like
he was
going
6'4" and 230 would be better because he's not. Are
they expecting a full rebuild? Because correct me if I'm wrong, both Puka and Devontae are out of contract at the end of this year.
Puka's not going anywhere.
Yeah, they'll extend Puka, surely.
No chance.
I think he's out of rehab now too, so he's on the up. Maybe he'll go back into rehab after seeing that Ty Simpson selection, but
he's still got Matt Stafford for a year. It's fine. Like, don't worry about it.
But like, you just like as a GM, you're going all in. You've got Stafford final year run. Why would you? I don't know. But anyway, hey, Secko, Ravens are picking up next. Do they go Mekhi Lemon here? Or fantasy?
They wouldn't have even thought about it. They wouldn't have even thought about it. He'll already be better than Zay Flowers, so they should.
Yeah, there you go.
I had to.
Yeah, I put it up there for you. That's good.
You did. I did. I smacked it out. They would have had no thought in their mind about Lemon.
Yep.
So after, with the 2 picks ahead of them, I reckon they had Sadiq completely circled. I wouldn't be surprised if they still go Sadiq, and Lemon goes to the Bucks, which is not a good landing spot. So, because obviously Mike's gone, but with Emeka and Chris Godwin still not over the hill yet, so he becomes the third guy, which I don't love for him. I'd much rather him be the second guy, which again the Rams probably wouldn't have been, but the only reason why I wanted Lemon so much is because it would have taken away that stupid 13 personnel crap.
Yeah,
and even 12 personnel, and just had 3 receivers on the field who are actually good as a change. But now Ty Simpson gets to throw to Colby Parkinson. So that's fun.
Yeah, and just it is reported that Sean McVay did communicate this with Matthew Stafford ahead of their decision that it's clear it's for whenever Stafford decides to move on. So at least he wasn't blindsided like Kirko
Carolina to the Ravens. My boy.
Very Ravens pick.
Yeah, it makes sense with how much they run the ball too. Because, like, as I said before, like he's quick. He can break through to the second line. Like, that's a good pick. It's going to help Lamar a lot.
Lemon to the Jets to ruin his career before he starts.
You know what? I jinxed that. I jinxed this when I talked about the 3 wide receivers all going to good spots. This is all my fault.
Yeah. Early crowed it.
Yeah.
That's so disappointing.
I mean, I don't know. He might go to the Bucks. He might go to the Lions. Like, imagine that.
Oh, that'd be.
I'd love that. I'd love if he slipped to 17.
I'm on
the Lions
Mackay
they need an offensive lineman, something shocking though, don't they?
Yeah, I know, but they might just like see the best player and go, let's just get this guy because he's great.
Yeah.
Vikings knock Jordan Addison down to number 3.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Panthers, I'm okay with it. Make Bryce Young really good if he falls to 19.
Yep.
Horse with the elite question in the chat as well. Where does Sadiq go now? I wouldn't mind him to the Vikings.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate that either.
He might
mind him to the Vikings.
He might be this pick. I really think he might be the pick to the Bucks.
Over Lemon?
Kate Otten. Oh, well, they don't need Lemon. I mean, it's easy to say that, but
they don't really. Would you say they need? Would you?
Well, they didn't need Kate Otten. Kate Otten's not their guy. Like,
so
yeah,
they took the pick. Right, I'm just going to grab a quick drink, guys. We'll see.
Yeah, you do.
Hopefully.
I feel like, and when I say these things, I'm thinking purely through a fantasy landscape. You give Kyler Murray, Kenyon Sadiq. There's his Trey McBride.
Yeah, that's true.
So
if he gets there, if he gets there, it's a good spot. Yeah, I'm 100%. No, 100% agree. He's a good spot. If he gets to there, he won't go to the Lions, obviously. Who's the Jets? The Jets have a tight end. I'm forgetting. I think
Mason Taylor.
Won't bother. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I forget about him. I would say Sadiq will go to no later than the Panthers. Panthers will take him. Depends where Lemon goes. If Lemon drops, Lemon drops.
Lemon drops. I don't see him going to the Bucks. He won't go while Mason Taylor's at the Jets. He's not going to take over Laporta at the Lions. No, I feel like the next two options, Vikings or Panthers.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that because that's the only ones that sort of really make the most sense. I still think the Bucks might have had him circled, thinking that that's where he would go. If he fell past the Ravens, it may have been in their minds, and that can sort of force their hand. But wouldn't be surprised if they take Lemon and instantly have that three-headed wide receiver monster again. So, again, it's best player. They did it last year when they took Igbuka, when they had Mike and Godwin. Obviously, they knew that Evans was a chance of going, so that's probably why they did it. But it's the same principle. Godwin is could go anytime. So I'm intrigued to see what happens in the next 5 picks. And then I'm intrigued to see if Pickens does get moved on in any way with that pick 20 that they have from the Parsons trade last year.
Yeah. Just to answer Damo in the chat, Sadiq to the Chargers, I think they really need to go offensive line. The big problem they had last year was that their offensive line couldn't stay healthy. They put a lot of work into making sure their starters were healthy, but they had no depth. I feel like they've got that many weapons on offense. I feel like they're going to have to go. They're going to have to go offensive line, especially with like the Oronde Gadsden kind of breakout we saw at times last year. I think Sadiq's probably. I don't think he falls that far, but even if he did, I don't think they take him.
I'd be shocked. Yeah, I'd be shocked if he went there. I just don't think that they need their first round pick. I don't think it's tight end's the right play. They've done that before. Yeah, as well. So.
Agreed, Damo. Munro Freeling, perfect for Chargers. On that, so it's obviously always Rogue trying to pick these, but to your best assessment, Secko, you've got 3 picks coming now. You've got the Bucks, you've got the Jets, you've got the Lions. If you had to, just put your money down, who's going in the next 2-3 picks?
So the Jets will take another defensive guy, maybe quarterback or an edge. Ruben Bain's an edge rusher, or one of the quarterback guys. Terrell from Clemson. Bucks, I just don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They should take Lemon, obviously. And then it's in Lions sort of will probably take Freeling. If he's there, they'll take Freeling or Lemon if they're there. So sort of what I project, but it's been a bit crazy. That Ty Simpson pick still just still sitting there in my mind. So literally anything can happen because it's batshit what these GMs think about. Clearly,
I'm not saying it just to be nice, but I could so see a world, knowing how savvy McVay likes to be, I could so see a world where Ty Simpson gets traded here to the Jets move back up, they get their QB guy, and then the Rams take Lemon. I don't know if it's just because I really want to see Lemon in a Rams kit, but I'd like to see that happen. I think the Bucks here, they take Ruben Bain. He feels like best player on the board. They need an edge rusher. They need to bolster their defense. That feels pretty straightforward. And right on cue, he gets taken. So that's very good. But yeah, with the Jets,
Bain.
If they don't move, Bain's gone. Yep. If they don't move, if the Jets don't move, because they need a QB so bad. If they don't move, they probably take Makai Lemon. I wouldn't mind them going after like a McCoy maybe to get the secondary. Did you say you were getting a water and then pull out a beer?
Oh yeah, I had to pour one out for Secko.
Good boy.
A little Corona here.
11:30.
I like it.
That's
I'm
good.
a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of that.
Hey, it's draft day.
Picks in for the Jets. Yeah, picks in for the Jets. That's quick. It's
Damn
going to be Makai Leonard.
I just can't.
But yeah,
I think they've got their succession. I don't think it's a trade job. I hope you're right. I don't think it's a pick and trade, unless they've somehow. Oh, hang on. Yeah, unless they've somehow coordinated something. But there's no one coming up needs it. If the Jets didn't, there's no real option.
Because it happens, and again, I'm just thinking through a basketball lens, but I feel like every year you get people take someone and then they're traded the next pick. Like the biggest one in recent memory was Luka and Trey. The team before, like it was two picks before they took, they took it and then just traded immediately after. So I'm sure the Rams took him being prepared to hold Ty Simpson and be happy with it. But it wouldn't surprise me if there was an ulterior motive there to pick him and then try to leverage that to get a future pick out of the Jets, knowing that they're going to be trash.
Be nice. Let's see what the Jets do. As I said, I think there's a chance they'll go defensive again, which could be a cornerback. They're needing that a bit. And then the Lions have to take Lemon, and that wide receiver core becomes pretty elite.
I feel like I'm surprised the team hasn't really been trading up yet for that pick. Like, I mean, I could see the Panthers trading up for Lemon.
They don't
need to
because teams keep fumbling it.
I mean, I honestly
hold off.
Yeah, I could see an Eagles because I mean, I feel it really feels like the worst kept secret is AJ Brown to the Patriots come June 1st. So, I mean, I could see Howie moving up and taking Makai Lemon. I feel like that would be an absolute steal. But we'll wait and see. Maybe it could be here now. And him going to the Jets would absolutely suck.
I think with how shit this draft's been, there's every chance he's going this pick.
Yep. Yeah, it seems like it. Wow, what a surprise draft. Yeah. I was
going to say, I don't know if it's been a shit draft. This has been one of the more entertaining drafts that I can remember, but it's definitely shit for you as a Rams fan.
I'm wearing a hat, mate. I'm wearing a hat.
It's all right. Go pour yourself a double scotch, mate. I feel like you need it.
Purely, I know. Purely a selfish take that it's been a shit draft, but it's been entertaining. It's been off script. There's been, from Love going at 3. I think Reese falling to 5 to the Giants. They are the winners for me so far. So
agreed.
Top 3 picks for dynasty drafts as it stands, lads. It's probably take a bit of permutation there, horse. Question.
I think I think even in Superflex it goes Love and then either Kynell Tate and Jordan Tyson. They'll be the top 3. I think like Makai Lemon, if he does go to the Jets, I mean that definitely hurts his value.
If Lemon goes, I'm going to argue if Lemon goes to the Lions, he'll be the second receiver. He'll be the 103.
He's so
102.
prototypically. Sorry to interrupt. He's so prototypically similar to Amon-Ra St. Brown, though. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the comp coming in. Are they gonna he's gonna come through as the third, right? His snap share is probably going to be a little bit lower because they've already got Laporta to throw to, Amon-Ra to throw to, Jamison Williams to throw to, Gibbs. He's like at best the fifth mouth to feed. If he goes there, like I'm not particularly optimistic about his, especially year one. But I feel like it's going to take 2 or 3 years for him to really develop and start getting some stuff.
Kenyon
Sadiq.
And
What? Oh,
what to the Jets?
Kenyon Sadiq to the Jets.
Oh, why?
Well, Mason Taylor share is gone. Torch him, guys. Torch him.
The value he had left.
Why?
I think I've got him in a couple of spots. That's not good for anyone. Well, he's wasted.
Don't get me wrong. Mason Taylor's an absolute cat. He's a cat. Yeah. He doesn't fight through physicality. He's not particularly elite, but yeah, exactly right. Meowson Taylor. But still, like you picked him last year.
Yeah.
Was he last year or the year before? He was last year, right?
Yeah. No, he's last year.
He's
last year, second round.
Just doesn't make with everything else they needed. Why the hell are they getting Kenyon Sadiq?
I mean, hey, good for Makai Lemon. Let's hope. I think Makai Lemon very big play for the Vikings. Honestly, Addison in his last year, his rookie deal.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, next to Jefferson,
Panthers, man.
Yeah.
If he gets to the Panthers, I'm Bryce Young is my guy. I'm calling it if he goes to the Panthers.
Get on board. Yeah, you're right, Horse. They'll probably run him in two tight end sets, and
Yep.
I could also see Kenyon Sadiq getting. I could see him getting. Correct me if I'm wrong. Jimmy Graham was from Oregon as well, was he not?
Oh, I've got no idea.
Yeah, that sounds right. Right. Yeah, look, Horse has nailed it there. This guy can be.
He was
definitely
Miami.
12 personnel can happen. This guy can be This guy can be on the field as a receiver. They haven't. Let's be honest, they're not blessed with a bunch of quality receivers. So he could definitely play as the big slot.
The reason I bring up the Jimmy Graham comp is he played. I still remember through his rookie deal the big chatter about Jimmy Graham when he was getting franchise tags is should he be tagged as a tight end or a wide receiver because he played 70% of his snaps out of the Y, and he was playing on the outside, so he should be qualified as a wide receiver. I could see Sadiq being utilized the same way. He's a wide receiver that's big enough to start at the tight end. I could see him converting really, really easily, or they just play him that way. Horrible human being, but similar to the way Aaron Hernandez kind of played. Like he was a wide receiver that played out of the tight end slot. He was so impactful because he was just quicker, faster, bigger than everyone else. So Kenyon Sadiq could be that guy if he was used that way or utilized that way. Will he? I don't know.
That's the thing, but their pick is obviously with an idea. Taylor's not dead, right? Like he was getting better and better. They've got Geno now, so they've got a guy who can throw to tight ends and throw to, he can find targets. So they might like the idea of both of them on the field with Wilson and not much else. Not much else there. So it's weird though. Like again, I thought he would fall to the Vikings and be a pretty good fit there, but I'm really interested to see what this Lions pick is because it could be Makai Lemon, which I do agree somewhat with what you're saying, DFAB, about he prototypes like Amon-Ra, but I think having two Amon-Ras on a field can be pretty handy as well.
It gets to a point where you just take the best available, right?
Yeah. I'm in the tackle camp. I think they'll draft a tackle here. That's just what Dan Campbell likes to do. He likes to build big. Yeah. In the trenches.
Brother.
Yeah, and it's Taylor Decker. He's out the door. So they do need to. They've got a big hole to fill there.
Who was the other guy? There's one more.
The Lions are in need of some.
Did Freeling go? Freeling hasn't gone yet, has he?
No, he's still there. Yeah, I think it'd be Freeling.
Yeah, okay.
What was that?
It should be Freeling.
It should be Freeling, but I know they've got Panay Sewell there at the right tackle. I'm pretty sure Freeling played out of the right. Yeah, you got to change that. I could be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go secondary. They've got Aiden Hutchinson, who's kind of got the offensive line set up. He's healthy. I was thinking more so like the edge is kind of. I feel like their edge is kind of set at the moment. But if you look at, I'm just looking at best available. Yeah, you've got Mackay Lemon, you've got Monroe Freeling, but you've also got McCoy from Tennessee. You got two guys that play deep as safety. You got Avion Terrell. It feels like this is where those secondary defenders are going to start going. And the Lions are pretty porous through the air, right?
Yeah, and I think they've got both safeties are injured at the moment too. Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph. They had some pretty nasty injuries.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a wide receiver spot. If anything, they'll build, that defensive side, or it has to be tackle between. Yeah,
because they've even got Isaac Tesla there, who, like, depending on what you think about him, like, they got him last year.
Yeah,
like,
they still have Sam Laporta.
Like they've just got too many mouths to feed already. I could see them getting him, but for fantasy, he'd be off my board in essence. Like I don't see how, even if he gets all of the camp buzz and does all of the good things and looks amazing, I just don't see how he gets any, reliable volume at the Lions.
And we've got the pickers in. They are announcing it now, so it should come through on the NFL draft tracker very, very shortly.
Yeah. We're thinking this is Freeling, right?
We're here for a while.
Yeah.
we're thinking this is Freeling, right?
I think it's tackle, yeah.
So.
It's the right pick.
Yeah, it's the other tackles are not as high up as well, so pretty much has to be him. It could be Caleb Lomu.
I think is it Blake Miller as well?
Freeling is Miller as well. Yeah, where's he from? Clemson, is he? I think, yeah. Freeling, I think, did play multiple tackle spots at Georgia as well. So to your Panay Sewell bit,
there it is.
He can be moved around.
Blake Miller.
Miller.
Oh, you just said it.
So where was he?
Dude.
Yeah, I can't see anything, but he had 54 career starts in college, so plenty of experience there. It was slot straight in. Yeah, wow. Okay, pretty chalky. And the Vikings are picks in straight away. Oh, Mackay Lemon here would actually be very nice. And Kyler Murray.
Interesting.
I think,
he's already in my guy contention, but if this is Mackay Lemon, I think that goes through the roof. In before JJ McCarthy wins the starting job, but it's the wet sock back again, but surely not.
Post-draft analysis on ESPN says Miller was a 54-game starter at tackle for Clemson. He's a rock on the right side of the line, seeming to signal that Panay Sewell will indeed make the flip to left tackle and replace Taylor Decker.
There you go.
Miller is as plug-and-play as you can get thanks to his experience in Clemson and his great arm length. So, yeah. But he was ranked as the 8th tackle on big boards. So, interesting.
So we've had 5? 6? 5 now.
Say again?
So we had 5 or 6 have gone off the board now. 1.
I think 5.
Yeah, I think
2.
5.
Right, prop
2.
3
7.5 was chalk. Overs was so it.
Hang on. Yeah, Fano. I think so. Proctor.
Then Ione, because on the over-the-unders, it was just defensive line. They didn't specify it in tackle or guard, so it's all looped in. Sitting at 5, surely.
Yeah.
Yep. Caleb Banks, defensive tackle.
What?
Going to the Vikings there. Wow.
Jesus.
Mackay Lemon keeps falling. And for the Panthers,
oh my God. Bryce Young, my guy. Just you watch, guy. I
They,
called
and
first, right? Yeah.
they've said that.
Dibs on that?
Yeah,
You got that. It's locked in. We're not taking that one.
We
I'm sure
need
you won't
a-
fight too hard.
they need another wide receiver too, don't they?
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Tetaroa, Mackay Lemon, Bryce Young. It's all pretty neat. Right. Oh, so Dallas. Dallas, you know what? If he's there for if he's still there at Dallas's pick,
Yeah, I
Pickens
think they
trade
would.
out.
Yeah.
Get something. Like it's on the cards to take him and then trade Pickens out. For a now that's late in the draft, so future haul, which they need because Dallas isn't really flying.
Yep.
Sorry, Mav.
Wow. Yeah, surely this is where Mackay Lemon goes. I mean, besides that, I mean, I could see the Steelers. You wouldn't think the Chargers would, but or if the Eagles, if he falls that far. We've got the Browns coming up as well. So you wouldn't think he gets past 24, if anything, but Bryce Young, Mackay Lemon, Tedero, McMillan. That is pretty nice.
Their picks in.
Yep.
It won't take too long, I don't think, to come through. Keep an eye on that tracker.
Yeah, they've got cameras around someone. Oh.
The producer's been told to cut it.
Yeah. Wow, what a draft.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones we've had. We've got to be. It just usually goes so like down the line. They need this. Oh, they take it. Yeah, this guy's going next.
Yep.
And then, whereas I feel like every time we've tried to sort of think about it, like we thought Freeling, it was Blake Miller. Slight change, but different. No one saw Caleb Banks going to the Vikings, but again, it's not a bad, potentially not a bad move. They probably didn't need to. Do it, but
I think they got rid of a couple defensive tackles too.
Yeah, but it's it seems like on projections a bit of a reach, but if he's the best D lineman that they had, they probably could have traded down and still got Caleb Banks, but you got to find someone to trade with. It's easier said than done. So,
and we've had 2 trades already so far mid draft, which is exciting. I had very wishful thinking. I was hoping for 5 first-round trades. That would just be absolute chaos. Maybe if we get a couple more. It's still potential. I still see. Oh no, I was going to say someone trading up for Ty Simpson. Sorry, I didn't even mean to. Sorry, Secko. I didn't even mean to bring that up. I'll see that.
Just give us a 2029 7th for him, and we'll see how we go. Okay.
Oh man.
Anyway,
but
honestly, he could be a multiple MVP. So, I watched that video of the Bills guys reacting to Josh Allen this morning. It's a bit of it's always a bit of fun watching that, knowing what we know now. So again, you can't go too early on these things and call it terrible without seeing. But from what I saw and from what I sort of watched in college and some highlight stuff, he just sort of got found out really easily. McVay is probably the perfect coach, but then McVay is going to go soon. So if he's left with a not great offensive-minded coach, it could be problematic. But we'll see.
We will see. That's the great thing about NFL. Anything can happen. Anything can turn out opposite to what we think it will. I mean, for the Panthers, we all here on the Mackay Lemon train. Is this all where we think the full stops?
Yeah, I think so. I think it just makes too much sense.
Unless they go Munro Freeling.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
I think either of those twos will win, to be honest.
Yeah, O-line can't hurt for them. I'd be shocked if he's fallen that much further than everyone projected that they'd pass that up with a young offense. I'd be shocked, but we'll see because, as we said, nothing sort of has gone too much to script since I've been on, last 45 minutes.
Yeah. And he announcing the pick now. Let's see if it comes through. Monroe Freeling, there you go. Offensive tackle.
A good pick.
Mackay Lemon keeps sliding.
And Philly.
Oh, do the Eagles trade up?
Well,
they traded up.
Yep. They've traded up to get him.
This might be.
Why would they trade with the Eagles? Why would they trade with the Eagles? That is the dumbest, most Cowboys thing.
Yep. 100%.
Well, this is where I feel like with the tackles coming off the board, they might go because they need tackle as well, right?
Yeah, they do. They do need tackle as well.
They need an AJ Brown replacement as well, though. So
yeah.
You wouldn't call Mackay Lemon. They're not really the same player, are they?
No,
well,
I
guess
if you need a receiver that can play.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be.
Hey, go find an AJ Brown replacement on the waiver wire. Like he's a freak.
Dontavian Wicks, they signed him. Got him for the Packers. Yeah. They signed him. They've got Hollywood Brown there. I know that's 100% joke, but they did reinforce the corps before the draft to give them a little bit more flexibility, you'd think. But the value's too good.
So the draft's in. Eagles received 20. Dallas received 23, 114, and 137.
Okay.
Not a good trade.
What's that? A couple of fourths to move back a few spots. Where's that from Shifty? Oh, they also receive a 7th round pick.
Mackay Lemon. Mackay Lemon.
Bang. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, we're going to trade up. Yeah. We're going to trade up. We're going to trade up for an O-line.
Yeah, especially after all those guys going. You know,
he's going to be happy. Off the board. But it's a good landing spot for him. So
yeah,
it is.
He would be annoyed that he's lost a bit of signing bonus, but yeah.
He's probably worried about going to the Browns, so that's a pretty great result.
Yeah, we dodged the Browns, we dodged the Jets,
the Steelers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Do we see another 3 wide receivers go in the first round? That's the over and under 5.5. What do we got? 12 picks to go.
We got Boston, Concepcion. I'm always poised to get the other guy, Omar.
Yeah.
Omar might be the next to go.
Could be. Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Right, the Steelers are on the clock.
Browns. What do they need? Ty Simpson.
What's this, the Browns?
No, the Steelers.
Oh.
Yeah. This could be the Ty Simpson trade out. Hopefully.
Cross your fingers, Secko. Let's hope.
Yeah. Just a third and a future third and a future second.
Yeah.
Get something back.
Wow, so with that Mackay Lemon pick, I mean, AJ Brown at the Patriots, supposedly, that's going to be a match made in heaven. Drake May, the best deep ball thrower last year. AJ Brown, how good he is with man and under that deep ball. I mean, he's going to be hard to pass up in drafts. AJ Brown, I think he's got a lot left in the tank. Back under Mike Vrabel.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
And we know, and we sort of know a little bit, like new lease on life. AJ Brown can be a really good thing, I think, for him as well. He'll go very high on draft boards, first round potential pick in redraft when he goes there. So Maybe potential probably will be.
I just want to see what his years were back in Tennessee under Vrabel. I know he had pretty sure he had a top 5 finish.
He had one big year.
No,
The year
only
before
he finished 12th, and that was only 14 games played in 2020's second year, and then he finished 5th in his first year in Philly. But looking at points per game, that Tennessee year was going to be a lot better in terms of points per game. But it looks like
so he was 12th in points, but he played 14.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
11 touchdowns in 14 games. Yep, that year too.
Yeah, so that was his big year.
Yeah. Okay, Pickers in for the Steelers. It's not getting dealt. What do you reckon here, guys? I mean, they need O-line. I could see them going that defensive line as well. What do you kind of think?
Is there any good O-line left? That's what I was thinking, but they're probably gone. There's one more guy.
That Max Yang core out of Arizona State, he's been projected within that 20 to 32 range in a lot of mocks.
Yeah.
Caleb Lomu, he's still there.
Lomu's still there. He might be the pick. Interested to see actually what they do, because their sort of needs are many, and it's the hometown pick, so it'll go nuts. They'll hold it for a while.
Yeah. No, they look like they're going pretty crazy on screen. The over-under for cornerbacks too, or I've got a bit of a quiet spot. It was set at 4.5. I believe there's only been the one so far off the board in Mansour Delane. So that could have been a nice little punter's choice, depending how the final picks play out. And there's still Jimon McCoy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more picks.
I mean, it could be a spot for the Cowboys. Honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I reckon they'll take one of the cornerbacks. They love a cornerback in Dallas.
Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. Do you think Pickens plays if he isn't traded? Do you think he plays on the franchise tag, or do you think he holds out of camp like CD did?
No, I think he'll play.
He'll play? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I think he'll play.
It's so hard to know. With I know he's changed the way his perception sort of changed a bit from what it was, but it's so hard to know what players like him. He's had the kind of year that he deserves to get paid for, so he may have that mentality. They sometimes do. It's getting less likely that he's going to be dealt, though, as the sort of picks go away, because if you've got that asset and you're hoping to trade, you sort of want to trade up. That's to that high pick, that first pick.
Yeah, and you think like they had a chance to get Mekhi Lemon there, so if they didn't pull the trigger there, all things are pointing towards it. They're just going to hold him.
That made the most sense. Obviously, they didn't rate Lemon because they didn't want him, and then they let a division rival, their biggest rival, trade in to the pick to get him. So I would assume that Jerry Jones, who knows more than you or I about everything, doesn't rate Mekhi Lemon by the sound of it.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
Because him for when Mekhi Lemon's a
interesting. I could see
in his rookie year.
I could see the Steelers. I feel like they've got to go O-line here, right?
Yeah, well, the pick is in.
Lomu might be the pick.
Lomu, yeah, he was an outside tackle. He played left tackle, but he can go to the inside if needed. Excuse me. Yeah, it's probably Lomu.
It's an offensive tackle. Max.
Yeah.
Yep.
Max Briggs.
Max.
Yeah. I can't read that.
Just
Screen's too
big
small.
Maxi.
Just Max it is.
Big Maxi.
Ihanachono.
Yeah,
Ihanachono. No.
Ihanacho.
That's probably the closest to accurate.
Arizona State. There you go.
Okay, well, he was projected first round for a lot of mocks, so in that range.
There's a lot of players that haven't gone yet.
He was the one. Yeah, sorry, you go, mate.
I was just saying there's a lot of players that I've seen projected go much earlier that haven't gone as of yet. So, there's going to be some people drop out that I didn't expect to. It's going to be interesting. Sorry, you go now, Secko.
No, I was like, I was trying to think of another offensive lineman outside of Freeling and Lomu that I knew, and he was the guy. But the reason why I couldn't think is obviously his name's ridiculous. Yeah. It just didn't stick. But he was definitely a first round projected guy, so it doesn't surprise me at all that the Steelers went there.
Yeah. Do we have any other? Do we have any other offensive? Like looking through a fantasy lens, do we have any more offensive skill position players that we foresee getting picked up? I know Omar Cooper's probably the top of my list of guys that I think, or Denzel Boston of the guys that I think will go first round. Do we see it happening?
Yeah, Denzel's got the good size. I like Denzel. He's a bigger bodied guy. He's more of that X type guy. So I'd probably have him as the top guy. I'm looking to see where he goes, because the good thing about late in the round is usually you get some good landing spots. So the Bills to pair with DJ Moore would probably be a good one, I think.
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. 100%. There's still Casey Concepcion if he falls in or gets into the first round. So it's really those three wide receivers that have been projected within that top 32 picks to go, and they could really, really go within the next few picks here. We've got the Chargers. The pick is in. O-line is a need, even though they did bolster it up a bit, but with the injuries they had last year and how devastating that was to the offense as a whole, wouldn't be a bad choice. Could they go wide receiver here? I mean, they got Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnson, I think, is in his last year of his rookie deal.
They could go Omar. It wouldn't be a shock, or Boston, or Concepcion, but interested to see. Yeah. You're going to hang on this. I'd
like to see them go Caleb Lomu here.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him go Caleb Lomu here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pick is in. I think they're heading up shortly. We'll pull it out.
Or maybe maybe Slaughter. I don't know. It's probably a bit early.
I mean, they got rid of that edge too. He went to the Commanders. Mbappe or something like that. I think he was. He signed with the Commanders from the Chargers, so maybe they go edge. They get edge, tackle, maybe wide receiver. We'll see. What do we have coming up? Then the Cowboys and the Browns. The Browns could
Cowboys
definitely
take a cornerback. I'm pretty confident. Browns will take one of the two, or three. One of the three wide receivers, to call it. They'll probably pick the wrong one.
Yep.
Is there anyone that's sliding that we didn't expect to slide?
Not really. Just have a look.
I think it's all looking at it all looks pretty chalky at the moment. Like the guys that were projected at the back end are still there. All the top guys are kind of gone.
There's the edge.
Akeem Mesidor, there's the edge. Out of Miami. He's 25 as well, so he's an older prospect, definitely pro ready. Will fit that system there. Edge. There you go. Who held up now? Cowboys. Cowboys probably needed an edge as well. So
the other one was Keldrick Fork, another edge, who I thought was the other option. TJ Parker from Clemson as well. There's a couple there, who will probably go. But I think cornerbacks next. Whether it's Terrell or McCoy, I think they'll be the two best options, and then the Browns will probably get one of the three receivers. And then the Bears are sort of open to what they want to do.
I feel like Bears, they They might take that Dylan Thieneman. He was projected as a pretty high safety in this class.
Yeah.
So
that would surprise me.
I know they did lose an offensive lineman as well. I don't know if it was to retirement. I have a feeling it was to retirement during the offseason. So that could be another need.
They might, they might be Lomu as well. I feel like we'll speak about Lomu for probably the next 8 picks until he's picked right at the end by someone, but the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it's not a cornerback going to Dallas right here.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind seeing with Omar Cooper still there. I know it's still a few picks away, but sliding to the 49ers with his biggest comp all offseason has been Deebo Samuel. It just seems like a handy glove fit for him to go under Kyle Shanahan's system. That would be a fun one for fantasy to see. Let's see what we have here.
So what's their pick? Pick 28 or something? 27? 27.
27. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not that far away, really. Like there's 3 receivers who are there. They're all pretty close, I think. Any team could take any. And we're talking about Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion. So the Browns could take any of them. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't take Cooper. And then obviously the Bills and Bears may or may not. Probably the Bears definitely won't take a receiver. So, or I'd be shocked if they did. They could, but
yeah.
And then the Bills can probably take KC Concepcion to go with their Keon Coleman. Why have 2 dud picks when you can have 2? Why have 1 dud pick when you can have 2?
Honestly, plenty spots. Yeah, even the Chiefs. I mean, they took that cornerback. We were hoping for a wide receiver. They could very well take one at 29 if they do fall there. That would be great.
Yeah,
I'm happy for any of those top 3 guys to go there. The Cowboys are running this one down too.
They've been on the clock for a long time. They might be trying to do deals. That's their thing this year is deal because they've already moved up once, traded out another pick.
Oh no, the pick is in.
Oh no, the pick is in. There you go. Let's I think cornerbacks just makes too much sense. But again, we'll say it a few times. It's been crazy so far. So we'll see. Anything can sort of happen with this pick. So they probably don't need. And they could probably use the safety as well.
Yeah.
What's his name? Fileman. Something.
They took Caleb Downs with that 12 pick. So maybe do they double up there? You think it guaranteed it's a defensive player? You'd be very surprised if they did that offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I forgot about the other pick. So Downs pick. So yeah, like I think it's definitely defensive. I'd be stunned if it's a receiver. Can't be a receiver. I think they could if they're planning on moving on Pickens. It could be the play, but they'd have to be doing deals for that probably now, or in that sort of on the clock period or before. So interesting to see what they do.
Hopefully it comes through shortly, but I think he was wide receiver 5 last year for fantasy. I know, of course, a lot of things went right for him. CD starting off slow, being injured, missing a few games, but 93 catches, just over 1,400 yards and 9 touchdowns on the year. Perfect pairing with Dak. He was definitely a start after coming over from Pittsburgh, but still only 25 years old.
Yeah, he was also just really good. Like he had opportunity, but like week after week he was producing. I had him in a bunch of spots. So I watched him a lot, and it was just good to have what I thought was his ceiling. He pretty much hit his ceiling for the first half the season at least, and he kept it going fairly well. But
And I've just seen on X, it came out earlier, the pick is in for the Cowboys. My pick is Malachi Lawrence, the pass rusher. That's come through from Jordan Schultz a minute ago. So there we go. Malachi Lawrence locked in. Edge.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely defensive, as we said.
Yeah.
Probably not a bad pick. They do need it.
It's a shame. I was honestly hoping for I was hoping for Lawrence maybe to go to the Bills if they didn't get a wide receiver. So that removes that opportunity. We'll see what the Browns here. Could be a wide receiver.
There's still a couple of edges available, which not too bad. Falk is there. Parker's still there. So there is options. I think that's probably where you're going to land Buffalo in a couple of picks' time. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I'm almost certain this is a wide receiver for Cleveland. Who do you think it is, mate? You gun to your head? Which one of the three do you reckon they go with?
I feel like they'll take KC. Honestly,
yeah. He just looks right in an orange helmet, doesn't he? Like it seems to fit. It seems. I mean, I think it's because he's always been mocked there that I just like associate him with the helmet, whether it's right or wrong. But yeah, he wore brown. He wore brown in college at A&M as well. So it's just sort of it makes the most sense. I think it's him or Boston. I don't think it's going to be Cooper. I think it's going to be him or Boston.
Yeah, I'm the same. Cooper would definitely be an outlier to go here. So are you leaning more so KC or more so Boston, or a bit of a toss-up?
Toss-up. I honestly think KC probably is the choice they go with. I think I'll go with that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame. He'll be removed off my board straight away.
He'll be a very popular 111 pick because like you may as well have a stab, but he's definitely not going at the 106 to 109 anymore if he does go.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a value at the 111 too. I mean, if you need a wide receiver,
I agree.
He could walk in. He could be the number one target at the gate. I know Harold Fannin is there at the moment, but new system. Kevin Stefanski, while he was there, he was always tight end heavy. Now with Todd Monken, maybe they kind of switched to that wide receiver.
Don't hate it.
In before they just take, another O-lineman or, I mean, that would be great. Would be very happy with that.
Mm.
But the pick is in, so they are sticking and picking.
There's another ad break, so
yep, we'll be waiting.
Yeah, they love it.
So looking at now, Secko, with Mekhi Lemon going to the Eagles, is he your third wide receiver behind Tyson and Carnell Tate given these landing spots? I mean, because I'm a very big Devonta Smith guy. I think with AJ Brown all seemingly gone, I think Devonta is going to be an absolute stud. Mekhi Lemon, in my eyes, will slot behind that number 2. So how do you kind of see that toss-up between Tate, Tyson, and Lemon giving the landing spots that we know now?
Yeah, it's the Saints spot for Tyson's a weird one. I just can't get it right in my head on whether that's a really good thing or not. Just with the obviously Kellen Moore's really good, so it does tip it in that favour in my head a bit. But I'd probably go with Tate number 1, Lemon number 2, and Tyson 3 for myself. So if I have the 103, I'm taking Tate or Lemon. I imagine Tate's going to go 102 a lot, but obviously Mendoza may in your drafts. Don't forget,
potentially
the team's super quarterback needy, and they got the 2 pick because they were rocking with God knows who. They may decide they may have got there because they had Kirk Cousins, and they're going to get Mendoza for their own dynasty succession situation. So you may get lucky with the 104 as well. But I think if you can trade into the 103, you're going to get yourself who you want out of that receiving core. Because it's sort of, for me, it's a toss-up 1 and 2, and Tyson's not far behind, but that's probably where I land. What do you land, mate?
I think I'm with you with Carnell Tate, just given the opportunity, very big chance he's at the gate running. He's the number 1 target on that team. For me, I kind of still have Tyson slowing up because he could exceed Chris Olave there. I think he's a better prospect coming out. He's a big guy. It all depends on health. though? Like, that's the thing. Like, do you want to go for the upside and kind of put the injury risk to the side? For me, Mackay Lemon, I don't know. It's just I don't really trust Jalen Hurts at all. Honestly, it's just
that's fair.
Fair. I think I'd rather Cam Ward and Tyler Shuck. Even though Jalen Hurts, of course, he won a Super Bowl, but I mean, just so many problems, and feels like he's very one-dimensional in that passing attack. But it's close. I mean, all in all, these top 3 receivers all went to pretty good landing spots when it's all said and done.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's a good call out. I just think with Brown definitely gone. We think Brown definitely gone. That I think Lemon can come in. I was big on him, obviously, so I'm going to have that sort of the fact that he didn't go to an absolute horror show of a landing spot. I think is tipping rose-colored glasses a little bit with him. I think because he didn't land somewhere terrible, and Cleveland's coming up.
Here we are. The pick is in. KC Concepcion, bang, Secko. We're on it. We're on it right there.
Yeah, he just looked right in orange. I don't know what it was, but no shocks. They needed a wide receiver. They were always going to do it. I think we were pretty certain on that. So no big shockers there.
There he is. He's hyped up, heading to Cleveland. Right. So Shador or maybe Deshaun Watson has a potential new number 1 target. Yeah, I mean,
I think it's going to be Deshaun just quietly.
What a scenario that is. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's just, it feels gross to say, but yeah, there we go. 5'11", just under 200 pounds. Okay, and that's 4 wide receivers. So far, 2 more to go to hit the overs. Yeah, you can't really see the Bears taking any wide receivers or pass catchers here. Hey, Secko, like Luther Burden, Colson Loveland, Roma Dunze. Yeah,
I just don't think they will, unless they really love one of the 2 guys and they see it as a future thing. But I think they're pretty happy with what they've got.
Yeah.
One of these guys, he's another cornerback candidate. I don't know if anyone rates these 2 cornerbacks on the board. There's another guy, I think, like a super generic name guy like Johnson or Jones or something. Chris Johnson's another one.
Yep.
So there's a couple of cornerbacks sitting out there. They're probably the biggest fallers, I think. That no cornerbacks have gone. Obviously, we had you mentioned the over under on that. And there's only been one, I think. Still, Delane's the only one that's it's gone. So we may get a little bit of a run on, but I think you guys probably won't. But there's a few teams that need it. Kansas City probably do now. They've traded out, so it may be one of those things we get a bit of a run on for, which will be interesting.
I think this one here. I think it is that Dylan Thieneman out of Oregon. Fits one of their biggest needs because they lost. I can't remember who they lost. He was like the leading interception player on that defensive side.
Yeah, right.
Shouldn't even.
Yeah, I can't think either who that is, but I'm not a big defense guy.
Yeah,
as some of you might know. I don't waste too much time looking into defensive dudes. Unless it's the draft, because then I like to know who's going to go, so I can sort of think about some landing spots for some guys I actually do care about next year or this year,
for sure.
And as you said, I think you guys won't take an offensive player. I mean, could take a receiver. Would you be happy with a receiver?
I'd be happy with Boston at the moment. Like given what's there, either Boston or they desperately do need another edge. And there is Keldrick Folk you touched on. He's still there. He was projected around the mid first. What's his arm length?
Around here. Yeah.
He's got a decent arm length. That's
he's
good.
Around 20. Yeah.
Or even a D tackle. I thought they might have been in the Dexter Lawrence sweepstakes. They definitely couldn't afford the 10th overall pick asking price. Maybe Cade McDonald, who's a big defensive tackle. Definitely, yeah, it's either going to be on that line, or if they're just going to go swing for the fences, then Denzel Boston would be pretty cheeky as well.
Yeah. I think there's a chance that it's Boston. Who's that? So Bears picks in. They're just padding the time. How's their O-line? I'm trying to think if they need reinforcements. Maybe Lomu does go here.
Potentially. They left. Oh, they lost.
Lost an older guy, didn't they?
He was really good for them last year.
I don't think it was. But...
Drew Dahlman, he was a center. He retired.
Oh, yeah. This guy's not a center, so...
And Kevin Byard was the defensive guy I was thinking of too. He went to
Byard, yeah, that's right. Yeah, ex-Titans guy, yeah.
We'll see. Oh, and the Bills traded back. Texans have traded up. Wow, okay. Bills moved back 2 spots.
Back 2 spots, okay.
I'll see if I can find some trade details on that one.
Well, so what are they going to... They might want the last offensive tackle. They might want Lomu.
Yep. We've got here from Bray. He's all over it as well. Texans make the trade up.
Yeah. Yeah, find out what they gave. I think it would just be like just a later pick.
Okay. No, I've got it here.
Coming back.
Bills get so the Texans get 26 and 91. Bills get 28, 69, and 167.
Pretty good. Good. Yeah. That's a good move up into the second. Early third for them from a 4th round pick. So that's some savvy dealing.
Yeah, they pick up what's 167? Is that a 5th? Back into the 5th?
Yeah. No. Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How many trades is that so far? Is that
4
trades? Okay. Oh, okay. Well, ask for 5. I'm okay with it.
So yeah, so the Cowboys have done 2 of them.
Yep. Cowboys have done 2. Chiefs have done 1. Texans have done 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. All right, let's see.
Yeah. Can't be long to the picks in. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I just saw it, but Dylan Thieneman. There we go.
Thieneman. Yeah, you're right. Nailed it.
It's a good fit. Great fit.
100%. Especially with Byard, as you said. That's a good pick.
And the Texans pick in straight away.
Yeah, they would have known that the Bears are going defense, and they'll lock up an OT or an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Some way. Who was the other? There's another offensive. Oh, yeah. Bizontis from A&M.
Oh, yeah, the guard.
Another guy. Yeah. Another guard. And Lomu. There's sort of not much else outside of that. If they want an OT, they might have missed out on altogether. This guy thinks he's Cooper DeJean or something.
Yeah. There was whispers that Texas might go defensive lineman. I think they've got a couple guys in free agency after this year. Maybe that's why they jumped up, because it's a need for the Bills as well.
Yeah, maybe, but they're pretty jacked.
On that defensive front,
there,
for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, and the 49ers are reporting from Adam Schefter. They are reported trying to trade pick number 27. Another trade comes in. Dolphins trade up to the 49ers. They move up 3 spots. This is a wide receiver, right? For the Dolphins, you think? Trying to get ahead of the Bills.
Yeah, trying to get ahead
of the Chiefs.
Yeah. I reckon that I reckon it'll be Omar Cooper to there. Seems to be a better fit. I know McDaniel's not there, but with what they've got and how they'd like to build, feel like it could be a Cooper pick.
Yeah.
We'll see. Who is a pick in yet for the Texans yet?
I did see it. I won't spoil it too much, but it's what we expected. Just not that guy.
Tackle.
Yeah. No, I think it might have been
the guard.
I don't know if he's a guard or a tackle. Kalen Rutledge. It'll come through very shortly. So
oh, right. Yeah, he. I remember the name, but he's not. He wasn't really a highly projected guy.
Yeah, so he was a guard out of Georgia Tech.
Crappy Georgia.
Yeah, the fake Georgia.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, well, it's good for the Texans. Great for CJ Stroud. They need to bolster that offensive line. That's exactly where they go with the pick.
Yeah.
All in all, nobody's done really. And again, sorry, Secko, I was going to say nobody's really done anything crazy.
Don't say it.
This class, but
that's all right, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Lemon was a lemon anyway.
Yeah. You never know. Okay, yeah, you'd think for sure it's wide receivers for the Dolphins here.
Well, the trade up makes all the sense in the world. Have they still announced this Texans pick yet?
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
Where are you getting your intel?
So I'm just on X. This is Jordan Schultz reported this a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find some more trade details.
He was hanging around the green room and siphoning off information.
Yep. And here is the trade details for that 49ers Dolphins trades. 49ers move back 3 spots. They get 30 and 90. So the back end of the third round. And the Dolphins get 27 and 138. So they've moved back 48 spots.
48 spots.
In the third round there. So
that's all right. You get who you want then. After 90. 90's not a super valuable pick anyway. But to get the receiver they might have missed out on with Buffalo and the 49ers, it's probably not the worst thing for them to do, given there's only 2 left that you really want. Still intrigued to see what they do, who they do go for.
Yeah, I feel like because I don't think the Bills will go for Omar Cooper. If anyone, it is Denzel Boston. It just fits.
Yeah, same.
Fits more what they need. So, oh well, if they take the best remaining edge left, I'm not too upset by that. There it is. The picks finally come through there for the Texans.
4 minutes later. Evelyn or Keelan? Oh, it was a V. Keelan. On the big screen, it looks like a V. Kevlin.
Yeah, it does look a bit like that. Yeah.
But
and the picks in for the Dolphins
straight away. Yeah.
Man, day 2 tomorrow is going to be insane. I think round 2, round 3.
Yeah.
Plenty of wide receivers. It'd be interesting to see where the running back 2 goes.
I was just going to say that. I was literally just thinking it, waiting for you to finish. Where do you think Jadarian Price, do you reckon he'll go today or not? There's not a lot of great spots left. Seattle's obviously the main one that we think of because with KW9 going out, but the 49ers obviously know, Chiefs know now, and the Patriots won't do that. So maybe he's a day 2 guy, early day 2.
Yeah, I think it might be a bit of a reach if they do take him in the first, but crazy things have happened. We got here from Bray. Dolphins are not taking a wide receiver. Where do you think they go, Bray? Do they go edge? That could be another reason why they skipped up ahead of Buffalo. That's an area of need for those guys. I wonder if it's already been announced.
Let's say break and tell us.
Yeah, it's interesting. We weren't close.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it there. Yeah, Brazen all over. It's on X already. Yeah, they're quick. Jordan Schultz, 47 seconds ago. Cornerback, Chris Johnson.
Cornerback run.
Yep, could very well.
All right, so who do you want, mate? You're on the clock. You're the GM.
As a fantasy first manager, Denzel Boston. That would be great.
No, as a Bills GM.
Bills GM, edge. I think the wide receiver core is fine, and I don't know. I think Keon Coleman. I don't know. There is small signs of life, as silly as that may sound. But DJ Moore there, I think he fills a big hole. Dalton Kincaid just needs to stay healthy. I think the pass catches are okay, but the defense is what really let them down in the playoffs last year.
That's fair.
So, yeah, as a GM, I'd definitely be trying to take edge or D lineman.
All right. I might I'm gonna step out and call someone. I'll be back. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, all good. Yeah, right. So it's a good point that I just saw there on the X machine. Who is Malik Willis going to throw to now that the Dolphins bypassed wide receiver with both of their first round picks? Man, Tutu Atwell is about to have an unreal year. Malik Washington, Jalen Tolbert. Yeah, Malik Willis is not going to be having too much fun. That's for sure. 4 more picks to go. After this, we do need 2 more wide receivers to hit the overs at 5.5 in the first round. Boston, Omar Cooper is still there. Chris Brazzell, potentially. Feel like there'll be a couple of edges going off the board here. What's everyone been thinking of the draft so far? Has it exceeded your expectations? Definitely has for me. I have been gobsmacked. Still can't get over Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals at 3rd overall. There was always a slight possibility, but it just didn't, from a Cardinals standpoint, it just didn't make the most sense. But that organization is the best at not making any sense. So Jordan Tyson, great landing spot. Going to be high on him. Carnell Tate as well. And Bray, great point. Still rattled by Ty Simpson. Imagine how our very own Secko feels. He thought there was absolutely no way. He was calling it beforehand. There's no way they take Ty Simpson here. Planning it as a joke and then smack 13th overall Ty Simpson to the Rams. That's that's unreal. That's probably going to be the most talked about pick in the upcoming weeks once it's all been digested properly. So absolute scenes. Hopefully we get a little bit more chaos with these final 5 picks. Pick for the Bills is in. I mean, D tackle probably makes the most sense. Cade McDonald's still there from Ohio State. There also was that defensive tackle from Clemson. Peter Woods. He's still there, big body. Oh, the Patriots have traded up. No
Hello.
way.
So,
another trade. Mate, there's been
my
trades
day has
flying.
just gone crazy.
Mate, yeah,
Yeah, tell me, what have I missed? What have I
left, right, and
missed?
center. So the Dolphins or the Texans traded up for a guard.
Yep.
Dolphins trade up for a
I did see
cornerback.
that. That's good. Yep.
Patriots just traded up with the Bills. So that trade details from Field Yates. The Bills trade pick 28. Patriots trade pick 31 and 125. So the Bills are just bolstering up the back end picks, maybe adding up some ammo to trade into the second round after they moved off that pick for DJ Moore in the offseason. But yeah, that's 5 trades so far in the day. That is.
What are we thinking for the Pats here? Are they going to? Will they go edge? Do they go a Caden McDonald or a Peter Woods? I assume they're still available, just trying to bolster up their line, or do they go offense and go Boston or Umar Cooper?
Boston would be nuts. But then does he pair well with AJ Brown because he kind of slots into that? Oh, they go tackle Caleb Lomu. There you go. It's already out. Well, that's a great pick too for Drake May.
They went quick with it.
Yeah, they weren't playing around. That's good value.
That's huge. That's huge. I hate that I need to leave this stream a little earlier, but I now have a meeting that I got to shoot off to, so I think that'll be me done for the day. But I will do my best to jump back in. To everyone that's in the chat, keep my man Mull company. Make sure he's not going insane on his own here.
We'll be here.
It's been fun. It's been a good 2.5 hours.
It's been
good. That's it.
Completely echo that. It's been a great trade so far. Great draft day so far, unless you're a Rams fan.
Mm-hmm.
Then it has not been too good.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, I'm now very keen for early next week when we get the when we're doing the draft reactions. Keen to get some grades out for each pick and all that kind of stuff. So that'd be good fun.
100%. No.
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
See you later, legend. Best of luck for the rest of the draft.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Cool. So there we are, guys. Chiefs are on the clock. Another trade taking place. Caleb Lomu. I mean, it was an area of need for all the Chiefs. So they have snaked them. The pick is in. Do they go wide receiver here? Still there. We were hoping for it at the start of the day with potentially maybe Jordan Tyson. Denzel Boston would be a good fit, having a big outside guy to pair with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. Do they get a bit spicy with Omar Cooper Jr.? Or even edge. They need edge as well. Keldrick Falk is still there. Cassius Howell is still there. We'll see which way they go. Bray thinks they take wide receiver. I think it's definitely in play. Would love that for fantasy. Wide receiver being paired with Mahomes. We would absolutely love that. Denzel Boston would be a real nice fit. 6'3", massive touchdown threat. Let's see. So they started the day with Mansell Delane trading up. Feel like it might be in that defensive side for these guys. Let's see when this pick is going to drop. 49ers, every chance they take a wide receiver as well. So we might see a couple to close out day one. Who do we have, Bray? Who have they got? I haven't seen anything as of yet. Got here going defense by the looks of it. Definitely wouldn't hurt to bolster up the defense. And the Jets trade up. We have another trade here. Let me see if I can find some action. Who have the Jets just traded up for? So the Jets, Peter Woods, defensive tackle. Oh, damn. Snaked the Bills. They would have loved Peter Woods. He's been mocked there a couple of times that I've seen. Big need for that for the Bills after being one of the worst teams against the run last year. Dirty Chiefs, absolutely snaking the Bills. We do have a trade. So the Jets have traded up to pick 30 from 33. The 49ers get 33 and 179. So they move back or move up 3 spots and give is that a 5th at 179? So 6 trades on the day so far. These guys are just absolutely fantasy football styling it, which we love. Let's see who they go. There it is. It is official, Peter Woods. And guys, just to give you guys a little reminder, we will be having a live show early next week, giving our full reactions once we have the full 3 days of the draft, really tackling over that fantasy impact that we have. We've got 2 rounds tomorrow, which plenty of offensive players are going to be going off the ball. Looks like a couple of wide receivers may slip into that day 2 area. There should be plenty of running backs, plenty of tackles, and then day 3, there should just be an absolute motts of sleeper picks that will all be going through early next week. So make sure to be staying tuned in. Most likely Tuesday night, that one will come out, and then we'll follow up next week, or the following week rather, with our 3-round mock draft once we've had a bit of a chance just to digest everything. But thanks all for still sticking around with us. We've still got a couple more picks to go before we close this thing out. Been an absolute hell of a day so far. Let's see who the Jets here. Do they go wide receiver? Could very well be an Omar Cooper spot. The pick is in. And it has been reported too, I'm just seeing with Makai Lemon, the Steelers were on the phone with Makai Lemon at pick number 21, planning to take him. And the Eagles jumped straight up. The Cowboys 1 pick ahead and took him. So, I mean, it would much rather the landing spot of Makai Lemon at Philly compared to the Steelers. So it's good. All in all, great day for the top 3 wide receivers. Pick is in for the Jets. Which way do they go here? I think wide receiver just makes sense. There we go. A little bit of a delay, but they do take Omar Cooper Jr. I just saw that too, Bray, come through. He was mocked to go there at 16. They get him at 30 after trading up. Sucks for Omar Cooper, but we've got two of the bad landing spots in the Browns, taking 2 of the top 6 receiver prospects. Still going to be plenty of value in fantasy drafts with the Bills on the clock. I'd love for them to just take Boston here. I would absolutely love that. There we go. It's come through. Final 2 picks. So the Bills trade back again. They've gathered up a couple of extra 4th and 5th round picks after moving back from 26. Do they just stick and pick here? Secko, you're back, mate. In that short time, there's been I think an extra 2 or 3 trades.
Yeah.
Since you've been gone.
You got your 5 trades. Did Buffalo move down twice by the look of it?
Moved down twice. I think since moving from 26, I think they got a 3rd and then like a 4th and a couple of 5ths, maybe. I think I'll have to go back and see it. I'm sure it'll come up on socials.
And you know what? They took Omar. The Jets did. Always a chance. I think they were looking at him with their 16th pick.
Yeah, I just saw that
that's
too.
The way it was sort of projected. So they got Sadiq and Cooper. It just sets up for you to get the last receiver on the board, and it could be a good fit for fantasy wise for us. I'm hopeful that the Boston goes to Buffalo.
That would be best case scenario. I mean, that gives us a sweep of 6 receivers in the first round. Of course, Jets and the Brown, the 2 worst landing spots that we're hoping to not go receiver, they do pick up. But I mean, Omar, Cooper, KC, there's still plenty of options. What do you think about Caleb Lomu, the Patriots trading up Secko to bolster up the offensive line?
Well, we mentioned him a couple of times throughout, and I said we'd sort of probably keep mentioning him. I feel like that's a bit of a steal personally. I think he dropped quite a bit considering this was 6 O linemen go. Just from a quick guess, maybe 7 in the end. I had him above, a bunch of guys that already went, like A.N. Shaw and the other guy and Freeling. He was equally Freeling for me. I really liked Lomu as a prospect. So it helps out. Further helps out Drake May and that team to be to go another length. So makes it hard for your boys again, but
and it looks like
for them.
And it looks like they've traded out again. The Titans have traded up to pick 31. So they just don't.
Bills just don't like anyone. They know the guy they want is nowhere near it. They're stockpiling a bunch of day 2 and day 3 guys by the sound of it, and it's I mean, if you don't like anyone enough, I don't blame it. They obviously don't want another receiver. They got their receiver a couple of weeks ago, so don't want to go there. Can probably see a bunch of 4 or 5 guys. What do they move down to? I don't have the round 2 picks.
So the trade detail.
Tennessee would pick 4.
Yeah, Tennessee they would pick 35. So Titans trade pick 35, 66, and 101. For Bills 31, 69, and 165. So essentially, they move back 4 picks to go from 165 to 101. That's really the biggest difference. And then they move up, 3 picks from 69 to 66. So we'll see what the pick is here. I mean, I'm seeing people are saying this could be Jadarian Price to the Titans coming in ahead of the Seahawks, perhaps.
Wouldn't hate it.
So wouldn't hate it either, honestly.
Wouldn't hate it for that offense. I'm actually hopeful. I'm hopeful now that that's the case. And usually when teams trade up, I know it's only 4 picks, but they do it, especially late in day 1. They trade up to get someone to lock it away and not allow teams to do any more, homework over the night and the daybreak or early on day 2. So here it is.
I have just seen it, man. Next time we're doing this draft live stream, I'm not even going to look at X because I feel like it's a good couple of minutes.
Stop looking now, mate.
I know. I just
don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I won't tell you. Where do you think they go?
So it's obviously not Jadarian Price.
Yeah, that was a dead giveaway. Hey, as soon as I said that.
They're going to go. Are they going to go Keldrick Fork? Yeah, okay. He was a guy I had way further up the board as well. It's a good pick. It's a good trade up to get him. I know in some mocks, like a few weeks ago, he was sort of in the middle of the round. So to get him right at the end, I think is a good pick for them. Yeah,
and especially after
that's a good result.
After they went Carnell Tate early, they did want to get a high defensive piece. It's a good move. It's good value from the Titans picking up Keldrick Fork.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't mind that at all.
Good move. And then now it's the Seahawks and see what they
Secko,
can do.
Do you think there's any chance they go Denzel Boston here? I mean, they've got JSN, Cooper Kupp's 33, Torrey Horton. They've got the two tight ends.
He's gone. Torrey Horton's not the answer. Tell you what, could do a lot worse. They do need cornerback help, but these cornerbacks have been sitting there the whole time. Chris Johnson did go, but there were sort of 3 of them rumored out behind Delane to go. I wouldn't hate it. I mean, I think Price is still on the board for them. They need someone. They need running back, and getting this guy's good. Like it's a bit unfair that he's in the same class as Love, and he's so far ahead that it's almost like disrespectful to this guy's not not in that conversation, right? But he's right behind him. This has happened before. Players from the same team. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. But they could just go super boring and take a guy, take some random pick, like another defensive lineman. Don't look at X.
Something.
It's the last pick.
I'm not. Yeah, I've got it off. I'm not looking. I don't know. Bray's been in the chat, just all over it. If you can please refrain yourself, Bray, from throwing that one in there.
Don't share anything. I agree, though. Good draft for the Titans. With Tate and Fork, I think they're two really good picks. Bray's been the MVP of this draft, no doubt.
100%. And we've got from Damo here, was Malachi Lawrence a reach? So he did go to the Cowboys.
I mean,
as an edge rusher, it's definitely a premium position. I know he was mocked. He was mocked to the Bills. He was kind of it's only of recent. He was kind of mocked in the back end of that first round. So he could be great. They need to fill a big hole with Micah Parsons no longer there. So could be good for the Cowboys. Surprising.
I don't know if it's a reach. I don't know if it's a reach entirely, but there was other edge rushers and linebackers around. But they obviously got the guy they wanted. I probably would have gone Fork as an edge rusher over him personally. But again, if they wanted him, they got him.
Yeah. All in all, it's surprising by the Cowboys. They needed defensive players, and they took both of them with their first round picks. Yep. Caleb Downs dropping to 12. That's massive.
Yeah. Downs was a huge pick. They they got a good pick there. That's probably where they projected him, or they probably wanted that to happen. When they were going through their big boards, they would have loved to have had him there. I just flicked past Ty Simpson, pick 13 again. So don't mind me.
Yourself.
I can't wait till he's a stud.
I mean, he very well could be. Anyway. He's got the environment, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, when we can see what the Rams do otherwise tomorrow, and judge that.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a big day.
All right.
Tomorrow will be a very big day. Who do we actually have kicking off tomorrow's class? Because I know the Jets traded up. Where can I see? Day 2 picks. So tomorrow we have kicking off. Where are we? The 49ers have the first pick, 49ers, Cardinals, Bills, Raiders, Giants, and then Texans. So a couple of freaky things. I mean, Denzel Boston, he could go to the 49ers.
This pick might be the D lineman. What's his name? McDonald or?
Oh yeah, Caden McDonald from Ohio State
guy. Yeah. What is Caden? Is it? Yeah, Caden. That's right.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's Caden.
Yeah. Yeah, he could.
Right.
This could be that pick, but
yeah,
don't look at him.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Jadarian Price would be spicy. That would be.
I would love it. I would love it to finish the day off. I can definitely see them doing it. So
let's see.
Turn the volume up and listen to this.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Price Boston D lineman.
Yeah.
For all
fantasy,
that DeSantis guy as well.
Yeah. I think for fantasy implications, Price would be the best for sure. Another running back sneaking into the first round, on a good landing spot.
Hopefully it works better than Rashad Penny did for them. He was end of the first round, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And couldn't stay fit.
This guy's
muting this guy. Yeah, he's milking it.
Wow. There we go.
Oh, love it.
Awesome. What a great day.
Love that. It's so good for fantasy. That's such a good end.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Jadarian Price to the Seahawks.
Yeah. Very happy with that. Good as a capper. It makes them just better straight away. Massive need with Kenneth Walker gone, Charbonnet out. Emmanuel Wilson would be regretting signing the Seahawks. Well, I don't think Emmanuel Wilson had a bunch of options, unfortunately, Damo. I know you're a Packers boy, but this guy's going to be a sneaky little riser in dynasty drafts that I didn't necessarily see happening. Running back needy teams. Where do you think he can go, mate? First thought.
Well, I mean, looking at it now, I was just thinking, I think he goes ahead of KC and Omar Cooper. And with Denzel Boston still not off the board, I think he kind of does he go ahead of Denzel Boston as well?
Where Boston lands.
Yeah, I mean, if he goes to the Bills, it's going to be hard because, I know when Kevin Coleman went to the Bills, people were just absolutely through the roof in terms of fantasy drafts for him. But if he goes somewhere else, I mean, he could slide in. I mean, let's quickly run. We'll do a bit of a recap, Secko, before we close this thing out.
Yep.
With the picks, I mean, Mendoza, that was always the chalk. Jeremiah Love, big surprise. So he's our consensus 101. We're kind of on board with that in rookie drafts. And then, I mean, Carnell Tate, you like Makai Lemon still, but Carnell Tate still 102. We like him there. Either Makai Lemon or Tyson at 103. And then, the other receiver there at the 104. 105.
Probably Mendoza. 105 in a lot of drafts.
Yeah, 105 Mendoza. Yeah. I mean, and sorry to bring it up, but 106, do you flirt with Ty Simpson and hold for the future? Is that
Superflex? Yeah, Superflex will he will go. In I do have one Superflex league, which I'm. What pick am I? 108. I think so. It could be an option there. I think I've got a couple. I've got Stafford as my QB too. So it may be a choice I go with. I think that's about the best he can. In normal non-Superflex leagues, I just can't see anyone taking a high pick on Simpson. But trading can happen if someone wants to get that guy. I mean that draft capital generally means he's locked in to be the heir apparent. in that team. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting. Who else we got?
It is interesting that after Ty Simpson, I mean, Kenyon Sadiq going to the Jets, he was, when I was kind of doing some mocks, he was kind of floating with that 106, 107 kind of range. Does this landing spot the Jets? I mean, I think it definitely hinders his upside. But where would you would you take him? I mean, are you taking Jadarian Price ahead of Kenyon Sadiq at first glance, or would you rather take that tight end going 16 overall?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the tight ends that you've got. I know there's because over the last couple of years, been a lot of tight ends that have come up and looked really good. So a lot of teams have. If you include Fannin, Gadsden, Taylor, not so much anymore with Sadiq there. There's one more guy I can't think of now who was young. But yeah, there's a few guys there. So it's all about where you are. If you haven't got a tight end that you're loving, or a young tight end at that, he could go as high as that 106.7 spot if the teams there really want a tight end, because this guy projects to be. I think DFAB said it when he was drafted. He's a receiver. He's not going to be doing a lot of blocking on the line type thing. So and he's a beast. So yeah, I think he could be a good pickup for the future as a tight end, despite the landing spot.
Yeah, and it also murkies the water because they've got Kenyon Sadiq. I mean, they already have Garrett Wilson there. AD Mitchell, we don't really. He's okay, but he hasn't really shown us anything. But now Kenyon Sadiq and Omar Cooper going in that first round, both to the Jets. I mean, they're both going to hinder each other's upsides. And then going on from there, Secko, Casey Concepcion to the Browns. I mean, would you rather take him over that Sadiq pick? Would you how are you kind of feeling with KC? It feels like him and Cooper will probably be next to each other. Maybe I'd probably have him ahead of, just given the landing spot, and the amount of targets around him. But how do you see that one at the moment?
I'd have Price ahead of both of them. So realistically, I'd have Price in that 7-8 range now. And then it's the three receivers. I still think Boston's going to go early. His landing spot could be better than both KC and Omar. Yeah. In which case he could easily be. I could still see him being my next pick receiver after Sadiq and Jadarian Price.
Yeah, I can see that too. With the real landing spots, I mean, he could end up at the Raiders, because the Raiders are, if the Bills don't take the wide receiver and go defense, the Raiders are right there at 4. I mean, the Giants are at 5. 5 in the second round.
They'll take him.
Yeah, they could take him as well. And that would be not a bad spot either. Honestly.
No, absolutely. And they go, Dart with Neighbours and Likely, and then Boston as well. It's good. It's a good setup. Giants could be good. What hurts the most with the Giants is I think they're going to be great, and then I realise they've got Matt Nagy as OC, Greg Roman as offensive whatever, and they've got Titans sacked head coach Brian Callahan as their passing game coordinator. So we saw he didn't do much for Ward at all. Matt Nagy has sort of killed offenses for most of his career, except when he was at KC when he wasn't calling plays. So what was he actually doing? So I'm a bit concerned about that, but I really wish Harbaugh had got a young mind somewhere in that organisation to maximise Dart. But we'll see what happens. I'll still be in on Dart, no doubt, next year.
Yeah, and now Cam Scatterbo. I mean, with them not taking Jeremiah Love, that was a big threat to all Cam Scatterbo's stocks.
It was,
as we led into the draft, and then so maybe Jadarian Price is 106, 107 range, kind of next to Sadiq at the moment. Maybe Boston. Yeah, wow, a lot to digest.
There's not
still to come.
Yeah, was there 9 or 10? Must be 10 offensive players taken, offensive skill position players taken. So that's almost the whole first round of the draft. If you include Boston in there, that's one more, and maybe one more running back if they go early in day 2. I like Mark Washington. Not sure where he's going to go, but we've pretty much got an idea of what that first round of dynasty drafts is going to look like. So we'll do some prep. We'll talk about this next week, and then we'll see what happens tomorrow and day 3, and really get an idea of some diamonds in the rough, some day 3 picks that we think can have an impact as well, and we'll shout them out, obviously, when we meet up next week.
There's going to be plenty of sleepers. There's still 4 days of draft to go for 2026 in Pittsburgh. Thanks, everybody, for joining along with us in a long 3-hour stream today, but it's been great. Plenty of shake-ups, more trades than I was expecting in the first round. And to close it out, Ty Simpson going 13. Sorry, Secko, I just had to bring it up. That's the biggest surprise in the day.
I'm on board
so far.
I'm on board.
He's on board.
I'm going to go watch a lot more deeper Ty Simpson analysis to see if I'm okay with this. So my afternoon set. Hopefully everyone got what they wanted out of day 1. 6 teams didn't make a draft pick, so for supporters of those teams, tomorrow's the big day. But yeah, we'll be right. We'll get through this Ty Simpson crash and burn.
We'll be right. And guys, thanks again for joining into Inside NFL. We'll be back early next week with our draft reactions and fantasy implications. Make sure to be there for it. We'll see you guys then.
See you then.